Mexicans.
That sucks.
Lesbians.
I like that in a woman.
And every other kind of people.
I love paying for sex.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
We're a bunch of scumbags.
These abnormalities are corrupting the minds and the hearts of our children.
Jackass.
And yeah, we're back. Where have you been?
It's depressing and horrendous.
It's awful.
A bunch of idiots.
Perversion for profit.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
The Opie and Anthony program.
El virus.
The Opie and Anthony.
God, that irritates me.
It's just like somebody took a bat to my brain.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
Opie.
I want my coffee.
Anthony.
I want that fact.
Jim Norton.
I want Ozzy.
We are going to dumb this thing down to the point that we're going to be #1 with Down syndrome children.
Hysterical.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Did you see that jerk? Oh dear! Oh dear!
You will be molested.
Good Lord.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning to you.
And welcome to the O&A virus spreading across America thanks to XM satellite radio. Jim Norton already annoyed.
I hear his creaky microphone.
That's
They're going to fix it.
That's all he would talk about on the way to Georgetown last night for dinner.
Is his creaky microphone?
You all right, Jimmy?
I am cool, man.
Yeah.
As long as it looks good.
That's all he was talking about in the cab.
I like how there's no grease on these things. It looks nice.
I remember when people were talking about the show, they were saying the one thing that they liked about it is they could sense there was no grease on the microphone.
Right.
They didn't care about the quality of the show. They said, you know what, well, the creaking doesn't bother us at all as long as we can sense that it's a clean atmosphere.
Yeah, because I think that would bother people if they were listening and thought, I think there's probably grease on the mic booms, and that bugs me. Yeah.
Well, there's a lack of communication between, like, the geeks and us. I was going to come up with a word for us. We'll just call it us.
Us. The tools.
Like, to them, logically, it makes
Jackasses.
sense not to have grease all over the mic stands. Because they assume that you could just sit in front of a mic and not touch it.
Right, for the whole show. It doesn't have to move. You put it where it is, you talk into it. Not like Jimmy. He's got to walk around and move it. And
Yeah, I just stand.
yeah, he stands.
Because he's a stand-up comic. And stand-up comics are used to kind of even holding the mic and moving around.
Right.
So you're kind of taking him out of his game if he has
Now
to
I
just
get
stand there stiff and not move because, the mic stand's going to creak.
I just don't want the home audience to think I'm some melodramatic idiot that walks around with a mic stand, pacing like a panther.
So high energy.
That was cool when Chris Rock did it for the first time. Or didn't Pryor do some of that back in the day as well?
What, you mean pacing back and forth?
Yeah.
No, David Brenner does it. Pryor walked, but never uncomfortably fast.
Eddie Murphy did that and like Delirious.
Eddie Murphy did it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
definitely.
it is getting old, though. I mean, Chris Rock did it beautifully when he was doing his thing,
Yeah.
But anyway, we're here.
Hey.
There's a bunch of things I want to get to right off the bat. I was trying to remember. You were saying something about that thing, and
there was our little evenings last night.
Well, I guess we could start with that. Sure.
You guys went out.
Well, we went to Georgetown, and we ate at a fine Italian restaurant.
You did.
We knew it was going to be a good restaurant because right at the front door is a picture of Bill Clinton and Hillary.
Oh, really?
That's where they went for Valentine's Day.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, they were...
Like there's any romance in that marriage that they need to go out for Valentine's Day.
I guess it's his favorite restaurant here in Washington, D.C., in the Georgetown area. A fine Italian joint. We had a really good meal.
Yeah.
We're hanging out, and all of a sudden the the Chancellor of Germany walks in and the whole place like stands up and applauds.
Really?
That was a little weird.
Yeah, except for us, we had no idea who he was. He looked like that fat guy from Lethal Weapon 2. The South African guy.
Right, yeah.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Really?
We're just assuming he was the Chancellor of Germany because our waiter was telling us that there's a special VIP area where... Because we asked, when...
So why did you pick the Chancellor of Germany for him to be?
Because they
said that the Chancellor of Germany...
Yeah, they said that he's here tonight.
Yeah.
But maybe he was already here and this was another guy going to this VIP area. Because we asked, we're like, where does Bill go when he comes to this restaurant? Because he can't just sit out there with everybody, all the schmucks like us. So there's like this back room right next to the kitchen that they go into, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah, so we're sitting there and all of a sudden this big, just enormous... He looked like a raging alcoholic, to be honest with you. He looks like he's been to a few Oktoberfests
all
in his
those
day.
Europeans are anyway.
And then his security looked like we could have taken him.
He's a little weird guy with pistol balls in his right...
Really?
Yeah, and we were studying his bulge, trying to figure out what kind of weapon he had. And he gave us the up and down, like, don't even think about it.
I talked to the Chancellor, I said hello, and he went, careful, lover.
I pardon you.
There's a ring around the restaurant.
So we had dinner, and then it was Lindsay and I, it was Jimmy, it was Derek, it was Martini Steve, and we all started shopping.
Shopping. Yeah. Shopping. Now, what could you shop for?
Well, Georgetown's awesome. It's a lot of fun. There's there's martini bars, there's nice restaurants.
Oh, martini bars.
There's great shopping. There's Abercrombie and Fitch and the Gap and I mean, you name it, they have it there.
Yeah, whatever you want, man. Nice shirts and clothes and soap and shoes, like whatever you want to buy. There's plenty of.
Yeah, why don't you back up?
No Rodeo Drive.
Exactly.
And you missed the key word there.
Yeah,
he's trying to get past this. Soap.
Soap.
I like soap.
What's the name of the store we went into?
I don't know. Lush.
Lush.
Stop it! How would you even go into a store named Lush?
We're walking by the store, and the loveliest scent hit me. I was hit by a lovely scent.
Oh,
Jimmy loves to shop. He loves stuff like Pottery Barn and Bed Bath & Beyond. He likes these, kind of girly stores.
Yeah. They have a word for guys like that.
His whole demeanor changes, though. We're walking by this store called Lush.
Did he go, ooh?
That would have been more masculine.
It really would have been. And all of a sudden, he... I don't know. I guess you smelled the fragrances coming from the store.
It was an ensemble of fragrances.
Because we're on the sidewalk, the doors are open, and all of a sudden Jimmy goes, ooh, or whatever, and he just runs into the store.
A cornucopia of scents.
So we walk into Lush, and Jimmy is just beyond excited.
Yeah.
He wants to know about all the soaps.
The place has got these handmade soaps, okay, and it's like they look like just chunks of like clay, but they're
know what it is? It's like cheese blocks.
Exactly what they look like, cheese blocks.
Like big cheese block looking things of soap.
Yeah. And then you smell one, and then you go, oh, I like that. And then
each one tickling the olfactory.
And they cut off a piece of the soap for you.
They cut it off and wrap it up all night. Oh, look, he's got his soap.
What, this here is called Bohemian soap, specially crafted with luscious lemons to get you squeaky clean.
Hey, Martini
Steve works great for getting male jizz out of your ant crack.
It would have been more masculine to wash my face with a cock.
So, there's a lot of people. We're all hanging out. Here comes Martini Steve with his bag.
He's got his lunch bag. Oh, you bunch of fruits.
I'm not gay, but I like to be lemony fresh.
I didn't get the lemon one. I got the...
Hold on. I don't know. What's
Is it? Yeah, it's here.
There you go.
Oh, my.
Hold on. Let me explain, though. Because, Martini Steve has walked in with his bag from Lush.
Oh, they still smell.
So Jimmy's running around this joint thinking it's the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Yeah,
they have stuff like bath bombs
Bath bombs?
Yeah. It's like the size of a softball, and I guess you drop it in your bath water, and it's like an Alka-Seltzer tablet.
Oh, and you get a little bubbling action there? Wow.
Lavender, all the scents you'd want for bath bombs.
Of course.
Then they have, like, face soaps with actual seaweed in them.
Really?
And they have soap for every type of skin problem that you might have.
Oh, dry skin or oily. And
so, Jimmy, there's mostly women in this place, you know,
there are.
working there and shopping there. And Jimmy just kind of takes over the whole joint. He's got 2 or 3 people working for him.
You were asking questions?
All sorts of questions.
Asking your soap questions?
What's good for this? What's good for your pores? Yeah, because I want to get a facial. I've never gotten one.
You get a facial, all right?
No, not that kind. Not the fun kind.
Hey, Bobby Big Rigger is very confused on the phones. He says he likes urine and soap.
Both very, in a weird way, cleansing. You know, if you want to tease my tinkle enjoyment, that cleanses things, I think.
So he's running around all excited, and we're all just kind of standing around taking a slight interest, Anthony. Like, oh, that's a little interesting. Oh, yeah, whatever, you know. Next thing you know, we're all shopping.
You're all sucked into this whole thing.
He sucked us all in.
Picking up, this one is very good. This is my favorite. It's the Demon in the Dark soap.
It's called Demon in the Dark.
Of course it is. It has a lovely, like, mint flavor scent, and it says, peel the wax, lather, and wait for your dark side to appear.
Oh.
Ooh, saucy. This really is the type of soap you should be using on yourself as you open your robe while you stand there in the doorway, thanking your friends for visiting again.
They have
gentle on your sarcoma.
Wow. Yeah, they have soap that looks like brownies and all sorts of crap, Anthony. It was quite amazing, and this bastard sucked us all in.
It's a great place, though. You can't not buy soap when you're there. You have to.
They're all different shapes and sizes.
Anthony, ready? Jimmy, how much did you spend on your soap yesterday?
A few dollars, I think.
How much?
A few bucks.
This bar was $11 for this bar.
$11 for that.
Well, you have to realize this is sandstone soap. Sandstone soap. Follow the Brazilians and keep your body smooth with sand soap.
Yours only cost $11?
Yeah, well, how much? What kind of a hunk did you get?
I got this for $16. I didn't even realize.
That is a $16 bar
they
of
weigh
soap.
it. They weigh it.
Yeah, is that what they do?
Of course. What do
you think? You gotta be shitting me.
I'm paying for it. You lather with it.
Oh, you got the same one, Steve.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was told not to get the sandstone soap.
By who?
It's exfoliating, I bet.
Well, that's what I was looking for. One of those soaps for my face, and like, you don't want the sandstone. It'll just rip you apart. That's for like your feet, Anthony. You know how it gets all calloused in the middle of summer?
What's
you
that?
got that rough skin and it's all peely.
Ooh.
So you use that on the bottom of your feet.
Rockstar soap. Is that what that's for? For your feet?
No, this is
the sandstone.
The sandstone's for
I
your
didn't
feet.
know that.
Don't use that on your face.
I'm going to.
No, they said not to
Sandstone?
use that on your face.
Maybe gently,
Good.
with slow
No.
circular motions with just your fingertips.
Dude, it's actual sand.
Fruit.
It's actual sand.
Look at this dispenser. It has a helmet on it, and you squeeze the bottom two things. But it says aim for back.
But Jimmy's the worst. He's the worst. Because he sucks everybody in.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, everyone's pulling out their credit cards, walking out of the store with their little lush bag.
The lush bag.
You can't help it. It was just fun stuff.
And then we're walking around Georgetown trying to look cool, and you can't look cool with a lush bag.
No, you can't.
Is that the receipt, Jimmy?
Yeah.
How much total?
It's not the whole receipt, actually. It's something else.
What was the total that you spent on soap last night?
I don't know. Wait. No.
The bottom number, Jim.
No, but there's a bunch of numbers. It's more than that.
Yeah, I know about how much he spent.
11. Not that much. Less than $40.
No,
you couldn't have gotten out of there for less than 40.
I got a few of these.
This cold face was $12.46 for this little bar.
What does that do? Black
soap for clear skin with charcoal, licorice, and soothing oils.
I got one of those too, Anthony.
Of course you did.
It's just
I got one of those, and then I got some body wash, some shower gel, a lemon lime mixture, and some kind of mint mixture.
These are just good. You feel like you're just standing there with like a bar of quarry soap, just washing your.
It has a heavy weight to them, man.
Yeah. Good.
What's wrong with, I don't know, ivory?
Nothing.
A bar of ivory in your shower, and
Steve, what other soaps did you buy?
I just got this.
The ivory is good for common people, and those little people that like that, that's fine. But I'm a fancy person.
Soap diva.
This is what happens when you hit the road, though. You get bored and you start doing things you would never do at home.
Shopping for soap.
I would never go shopping for soap in New York City.
No. And in
Steve,
retrospect,
what do you got there?
I have a piece of the sandstone that Jimmy got, and then I got Rockstar soap, which is, it's not as overwhelming. The one thing you realize is when you walk into these places, the smells are so overpowering. You get pulled in different directions, and you don't really know which one.
Good point, Steve.
And you just, I went for the least offending one of the group.
This was like candy or gum or some of the.
Ooh, it does.
Like a Rockstar.
That's all you got, Steve?
No, that was it. Yeah, but these 2 pieces of soap cost $24.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of...
I must have been late. I guess the cock store was closed. So you figured you'd just... I don't know what time that closes, but...
It's, I know I spent about $60 in there.
$60 on soap.
On soap.
Wow.
It's not just soap. It's not. It's a fun showering and bathing experience. I should have bought a bathing bathing bomb.
Bath bomb.
Bath bomb.
Yeah.
Are you going to like maybe display these in a basket in your new bathroom?
No, they don't. They look like you said, like a cheese, but it's like big hunks of like cheese. So no, I'll just use them.
You could kill somebody with this soap.
Yeah, they seem very.
It's very heavy and
very brick-like.
Yeah, very chalky-looking softball type.
What
thing.
do you say? Give me 2 pounds of that and.
No, they're in like imagine like a fruit basket like arrangement, but it was
good analogy.
Yeah, I imagine that.
Like a fruit stand, but instead of fruits, there's soaps. In
Just imagine a basket filled with a drug cocktail.
How awful is this, Anthony?
Oh, it's horrid.
But he sucked us all in because at first we're just standing around like, oh God, how long is he going to be in there? And we're actually out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Kind of checking out the sites and stuff, and slowly but surely we all start walking in.
You all started walking in and purchasing your soaps.
You can't help it. It's phenomenal. The bath balls were great. I'm moving into this place next week, and my tub is really deep. I should have got a bath ball so I could have taken a nice lavender bath.
Lavender, bubbly bath.
But I didn't.
Yeah, no, you should.
What else did you buy, Jimmy? That was it?
That was just. I think most of the soaps is all I got. And they gave me a couple of samples, like little creams.
Weren't you
going
to buy the face soap cream crap that has the seaweed? The actual seaweed?
I actually got talked out of that because it smelled bad. Yeah, it had like actual seaweed in it.
Seaweed would probably smell bad.
Yeah, I decided not to get that. I traded it in for some sandstone.
It's called Ladies Snatch.
Let's go to Seabass. Seabass!
How you doing, fellas?
Hey.
Hi, Seabass.
I want to know if the Lush bag has a picture of 2 fellas lathering each other up on it.
Lathering each other up.
You're not dying, Sonny. You're soaping everyone around you.
Let's say hi to Rob. What's up, Rob?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
Just want to know why Steve didn't get the flaming soap.
Is there flaming soap?
I didn't see any. If there was, I missed it.
That would have been a coup.
Steve bought soap. It smells like an olive.
Let's go to Tim in Jersey. Hey, Tim.
Hey, boys. Good morning. Hey, Sugar Bear.
Hi, mister.
Hey, Jimmy, did you ask the girls when they were helping you around if they had any soaps that were designed to help remove the scent of logs from the chest?
No, sir. I kind of kept that under my hat. I just asked. I kind of hinted around. Look, I have a son, and his diapers are always full. Is this good?
Let's see what's...
Can I soap up your ass?
Let's go to Rhode Island and say hi to Jeff. Jeff, what's up?
By the way, don't you love in message boards whenever they'll write something? I want to suck your seat. Jeep. How do they write that?
Yeah.
Smart. Hey, good morning, fellas. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, anyway, listen, I got a question for for Jimmy and Steve. Do you guys have to say "como" when you lather up with the Brazilian soap?
Como. It's made for washing your belly, and you rub and go como. Como. Washo.
Como.
Como. Why is it only Jimmy and Steve? Opie bought $60 worth of soap.
Did.
Because it's the Brazilian soap.
Well, because I went with
didn't get that?
No, I went with the shower gel. I guess that was the expensive. I don't know.
Shower gel?
Yeah.
What else did you get?
It was a lemon lime shower gel.
Ooh.
Some kind of mint shower gel.
Minty fresh.
And that black soap.
Oh, that's the coal stuff, but for the face.
Coal.
Yeah, it's your coal soap for exfoliation.
They come out singing "Mammy." Black coal soap for your face.
Yeah, and then they had like soap shampoo. What the hell was that about?
Oh, these were actually lovely. I was going to buy one.
Lovely. Dude, our show should never be using the word lovely.
Yeah, these things were cool, man.
Yeah.
These soaps fucking reminded me of tits, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
Big soap tits. I wanted to buy these ones, but I didn't. There was shampoo. They look like those little round, like smaller cheese things, but these were whole circles. Like picture a donut, a whole solid donut.
Right.
And they smelled great, but they were shampoo, and I guess you would just rub them into your hair.
Rub it into your hair like
yeah, like a little hair bar.
Yeah. That is lovely.
Yeah, it is nice shampooing experience, but I don't really need that, so I didn't buy it.
And we all walked out with our Lush bags.
We sure did. A bunch of men just walking, smelling good.
With your Lush bags.
Yeah. Thumbs up in other people.
Did you shop anywhere else, or that was your only shopping experience?
I ran at the Pottery Barn quickly. I wanted to get a I wanted to use some of my new soap last night, but they don't sell soap dishes in this place that you can travel with. So I am not going to use.
Oh, jeez, a traveling soap dish.
Well, like the one you take your block of soap in. There's no way to wash and then put your wet soap back in your bag. It's going to get stuff all over. So
you would want a little case. Perhaps like Howard Hughes used in The Aviator.
I almost got that last night, but I didn't, by the way.
He opens it up. Every time he goes into the bathroom, Howard Hughes would open up this little silver case and pull his soap out and just wash until his hands bled.
Would he really?
Pop it back in and hold his breath when people with polio passed by him so he wouldn't breathe in the air that they were giving off.
Are we talking about Howard Hughes or
me?
Yeah, or you, Anthony?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm a little crazy like that.
Howard Hughes would close that thing up and put it back in the glove compartment of his Escalade.
Exactly. You can't be too careful.
And I don't think you can wash your hands to the point of making them bleed, by the way.
Yeah, I think you can.
How?
You just wash them, and all the oils wash away. They crack.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
You heard of that, Anthony?
I've heard of that.
All right, let's go to Don.
I never saw it. Look, my hands are very smooth.
Let's go to Don in Connecticut.
Counts money all your life. You got city hands, Mr. Hooper. Buy me a sheep shank. Get the Lush soap.
Gonna need a bigger soap bag. Let's drink to your sandstone.
So I need a soap dish once. Swallowed it whole. Eyes rolled back white, bubbles coming out of his mouth. I'll never go into Lush again.
Hey, let's go to Don in Connecticut. Hey, Don.
Hey, guys, what's up? Hey, man, this is horrible. You guys, Anthony, you got to fill up a pillowcase and just beat these guys with it.
There you go. Ow! Ow!
It's just funny how it goes down, though, because it always starts with Jim, and you're...
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah. Remember, fat boy, it's just a beautiful... God. I was trying to say beautiful and odoriferous in the same sentence. Hard. That's a tough one to pull off. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Ow, that's lovely. Ow.
Oh, God.
Beaten with the soap as it walks up into your nose.
That's the problem with going on the road, though. You find these little things to occupy your time and entertain yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Because every city has the same stores, the Gap and, Abercrombie and Fitch and...
Faggy stores.
Blah, blah, blah. And then you see an unusual store like this, and you have to take a peek because you're kind of bored out there. And the next thing you know, you're spending a lot of money. I don't even think I'll use the stuff I bought.
Someone is asking if you took a sliver off the big block named Shit Dick.
Dude, I remember one time I was in Baltimore, and I was doing the Baltimore Improv, and I actually went shopping one day in Baltimore, and I was bored, so I went to Evita because the hotel had Evita in it, and I had never smelled that kind of stuff.
Oh, Evita.
Yeah.
And what do they sell?
The same type of lovely, like little shampoos and like little
soaps
things
and
for your
lotions.
hands, lotions. I spent almost $200 in Evita.
Oh my goodness!
And it sat in a bag on my counter for a year and a half. I never used it. I do that.
A year and a half.
I'm compulsive. I don't shop to the point of spending thousands of dollars. Like I'll go out and just do something stupid like that, and then just never use it and go, "You really are a faggot." And I don't,
I can see you using your soaps though.
Yeah, why not? I'm hygienic.
Then we went to Barnes & Noble, and we're all buying books, relatively normal books.
Yeah.
No big deal. I bought the latest book from the Fight Club author. I can never say his last name.
Was this one, 35 pages?
Fight
Club was a little thin.
Oh, no, it's longer than that. And Jimmy comes, finally, goes to the checkout counter with his chess books.
Oh.
Put a couple, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Look intellectual.
Chess problems, and the one about chess players, and then Confederacy dunces. I just wanted to buy some
I know,
books.
but the chess books, I was like just browsing through really fast while he was online. I'm like, you're actually going to read this stuff?
I love them. I'm weird with chess books. Like, I'll buy a bunch of them, and I know I'll never really go through them.
Yeah.
But they're great in the toilet, and they're just kind of like when I can finally break away from my stupid computer, my porn sites, I can actually just play out the moves from the book, which I like doing. Yeah.
You just sit there reading, going,
But they're actual chess problems, and then you got to what? Try to solve what's happening?
And I'll probably solve 1 out of 50. Yeah. Oh, he canceled here. Makes perfect sense. As opposed to going out and banging a girl. He decided to cancel.
I could just picture him in a lathery bathtub with candles and
candles all lit around him,
and then reading his chess problems.
Holding his chess book out of the water.
Yes,
that's fantastic.
That's right. Just playing a little chess and bad-mouthing the Jews, like Bobby F. That's sociopath. You guys see Fisher interviewed because Iceland in Reykjavik, they finally gave him some kind of a place to live now. They gave him citizenship in Iceland, and he's had a press conference recently. He's like, the fucking Jews, man. He just hates.
Oh yeah, he really
is a maniac.
Not like the Jews,
and he's half Jewish.
Yeah,
his mother's Jewish.
God, but it was very interesting in Georgetown last night, Anthony.
It was fun.
We kind of missed you out there.
I got the call that you guys were all going out. And for a second, it sounded good, but then I just pictured, the walk through the stores. I pictured the whole thing. I knew there would be shopping and stuff, and I was just kind of like, I had my own faggy thing to do last night. American Idol was on. I wanted to make sure I caught it. And by caught it, I mean AIDS. So I figured I'd do my own fag thing back in my room. And, me and my chick hung out in the room, watched Deep Throat.
Did you really?
Was available on the Spanktravision.
I haven't seen that movie in God knows how long.
I realized I had never seen it.
Really?
And they said it's the movie that everybody's heard about, but usually you haven't seen it. Not a lot of people have seen it. So rented that one, and it was just god awful.
Right.
1972. Just bad 70s porno. The bad camera work. Like, you look now and you realize how good they've gotten at filming people fucking.
Yeah.
It's a science. They get the camera in there. It's not a problem to zoom in right there on the vitals as they're going at it. This one, the camera would try to... It was so far back, and there's so much 70s hair. Just a bush... and the guy is just covered in hair, that it darkens the whole picture. So you can't even see the point of contact where they're having sex. And they try to zoom in, it gets all blurry, and there's pubes on the lens. You're seeing pubes, stuck on the camera lens. Bad, almost Technicolor looking. Just horrid. 70s mustaches, the 70s porno mustaches. Linda Lovelace was shaved, which was odd. I didn't think anyone shaved back then.
Yeah, I can't imagine looking at a hairy bush. Oh, you see some of these old pornos, and it's just like, ugh.
Dude, the opening scene is this nasty old broad. She's spread eagle, sitting on a table.
How old?
I don't know. She looked like she was in her 50s.
Wow.
For a porno, that's old. And she's got her legs up, and some guy's going down on her. Big pork chop sideburns and an afro, and he's going down on her. And she's got this bad lipstick on, and she goes, "You mind if I smoke?" And she lights up a cigarette, and she's just puffing. She almost had a Joan Collins look to her.
Ooh.
No, not in a good way, just in an old way. And just a big, nasty bush. It was the most unsexy scene ever. Ever. And then it got kind of funny when Harry Reams comes in, because he's, what a comic genius he is. doing little character things. And
was he?
Yeah, and then Linda Lovelace goes down on him.
We got to get some clips from Deep Throat.
Because it's... And when they're having sex, most of what you're seeing are face shots. They show, like, Linda Lovelace's face shot or Harry Ream's face shot. No sound. It's all bad 70s music, like made for the movie. These bad 70s bands come in and just record this bad porno music. Awful. Yeah, I figured I had to see it, but that was what I did. It's what I do now.
An important movie because of what it set off. Like, what's that movie? A History of America or something like that? That was very controversial racially. No one knows. It was
Black and white.
No, it was black and white. Yeah, it was.
Like way back in the day.
Yeah.
Really?
I sort of know what you're talking about.
You know which one? There's a big controversy about the...
you mean like one of the first films ever made?
Yes, there's a History of America or something like that, or something about history, but where the Klan was portrayed as being good and like wholesome Americans or something.
Yeah. Damn it, now I got a mental block.
It's
a
bad movie, but I mean it's an important movie because of like what it set in motion as far as, just the genre.
Yeah.
I hope I can remember the name.
That's a great movie.
All right. Why don't we take a quick break, Anthony?
Comedy, isn't it?
That was one of the funniest jokes. My friend Jordan Rubin, who now is like the head comedy booker for Carson Daly, wrote a joke years ago. He said, I went to Germany and I went to rent a movie. I was looking for Schindler's List, but I couldn't find it because it was in the slapstick comedy section.
The slapstick.
My God.
Jordan was funny.
All right, we'll take our first break. When we get back, we're going to talk about American Idol, obviously. Anthony,
Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
Birth
Very
of
good.
a Nation.
We'll talk about American Idol when we get back.
Ooh. Yeah.
I watched it.
Ooh, you did?
Just that part.
Lathering up?
No, I was not lathering up.
2 friggin' hours. American Idol.
Dude, I turned it in 5 minutes before they announced because I'm online
that's
with
all
somebody.
You need.
She's like, hey, American Idol, they're going to announce the winner. I'm like, all right.
When I got
drag back all the bad people that they'd thrown off the show during the season and let them get up and sing and
I wasn't going to get rooked in. I got back to the hotel.
Did you lather up?
I didn't lather up. I took a peek at American Idol, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. It's only 8:30.
I'm not getting suckered into sitting here for an hour and a half.
Well, they're brilliant, though. They make it sound like they're going to announce the winner any second.
Yeah, and coming up.
And I'm like, I know what they're up to.
Yeah.
So I bailed on American Idol. And I told you guys who was going to win from day one, so let's all calm down and
liked
relax.
her, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I only saw, like, the first 2 shows, and I said she was going to win.
I thought she was great.
I've been saying it for about a month and a half now.
No, I don't think she should have.
No? Well, we'll get into it next with Anthony, because he saw the whole show.
Yeah.
And also,
controversy.
Right after the break, it's Dee Dee.
Oh.
Back from her spanking from yesterday, yes. And there's a lady on the line, Becky, the trucker, hates her.
Why?
Wait, she brought in her sex toys, too.
Oh.
Very, very good.
She brought him in a clear plastic baggie. Very sexy carrying case. Rite Aid bag.
All right, live from Washington, D.C., it's your pals, Opie, Anthony, and Jim Norton, and we'll continue in just a bit.
Hey, what's that?
Well, you've never seen it before?
Looks like a rock.
New from Sedentary Toys and the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, it's so shiny.
It's got corners.
It's the cool new toy that has everyone jumping for joy.
O&A Party Rock!
It's not just any rock.
It's the O&A Party Rock! The O&A Party Rock is incredibly versatile.
You can chuck it, you can fuck it, you can drop it in a bucket.
You can race it, you can chase it, you can yell right in its face. It's the bestest friend you'll ever have.
O&A Party Rock!
Why is it wearing a party hat?
Every party rock comes dressed in a colorful party hat and party blower, making it the centerpiece of any party.
Now with shiny red dancing shoes.
Not only that, the O&A Party Rock is
It's a fucking rock, you dildo.
Your one's finally gone.
All right, listen to me. Shut up.
It's clean. I clean it with alcohol.
Everyone is studying Dee Dee's sex toys.
She brought her toys in?
Some.
Some? Wow, you got more?
Well, yeah.
The whole bag over there.
All right, hold on. We got to go to the phone really fast here. Say hi to Mark in Oklahoma City. Mark, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hello.
Those two douchebags a couple weeks ago, Lex and Terry, that were doing that soundboard thing that was all fucked up with the Rosie O'Donnell clips.
Oh, yeah, we remember them.
They're going to do it again today, but God damn it, I just ran out of their signal. I was going through Tulsa, and they're on in Tulsa, so maybe another listener can call you guys with it.
All right, well, we like these wacky radio bits, so...
Okay.
Maybe someone else will call in with that. There's an echo on his phone.
There he goes.
Throwing me
I
off.
heard that. A little odd.
Dee Dee is in the studio, Anthony.
Good morning.
Morning. We're gonna start by talking about American Idol. Wow, you're really uptight.
Oh, well, Bo didn't win, so yeah, Carrie won.
She's a little upset.
Yeah.
Well, America voted, Opie, and they chose Carrie. She was the favorite, and a lot of people thought she'd win, and she did.
Unfortunately.
I thought she's a little bland. I think she's pretty one-dimensional. She sings country, and that's about it. So you're going to get an American Idol country singer.
She's a little bit country, and he was a little bit
rock and roll.
They even played that song. I was cracking up the Donnie and Marie song.
Yeah. And I thought he had a little more versatility to him.
Yeah.
I think having a cokehead as an American Idol would have been fun. You know,
recovering cokehead.
Oh, stop! The arrests that would have been coming. They showed they went to his hometown, I guess, with a big arena packed with people, and they showed a couple of his friends, and you just knew there's trouble in that guy's future. It was just the typical mullet-headed drunks that like go out and just get arrested every weekend.
Oh, it's
Alabama.
Alabama.
That would have been fun. It's Alabama. What else is there to do?
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, he was brought up on cocaine charges, which were reduced to something else. He plea bargained it down, but I don't know. He still looks like the type of guy that enjoys his cocaine, so I think that would have been a little fun instead of the wholesome Carrie in there. But what are you going to do? She won, so now you get this country singer kind of boring American Idol.
But you know, David Hasselhoff was on last night.
Oh my God!
You like David Hasselhoff?
No, but I guess he has nothing better going, so he showed up there.
Yeah, what they did last night, because it's a 2-hour show. It doesn't take 2 hours to say, and the winner is. So they fill the show with
a long
recaps.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's like recaps of some of the goofy people that auditioned and things like that. And one of the segments was two guys that had auditioned and just were miserable, but they turned out to be like buddies. They're typical like Star Wars geek types.
Oh, I remember that from the audition shows.
Two guys, and they made like almost a love story looking thing between these two.
I remember that.
They were there live last night. They get up and wave to the crowd, and they're all applauding. And Ryan Seacrest says, "See that empty seat next to you?" One kid was a huge David Hasselhoff fan, and he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I hope you don't mind. We have somebody that's going to sit there for the show." And out comes David Hasselhoff, to which this fat kid was almost crying.
He hugged him.
He hugged him, and his eyes welled up, and he couldn't believe that David Hasselhoff was there. And all I could think was David Hasselhoff, did he have to sit there the whole show next to this freak?
You know, they didn't even come in, so maybe not. I don't know.
Because all I can imagine is, believe me, it takes a lot for me to get any sympathy for David Hasselhoff. But all I was thinking is this poor bastard's now got to sit there with this guy like, "David, I love the episode of Baywatch." Oh, God, you just want to punch him.
Fat kid with sour milk breath.
Oh, yeah.
That white stuff in the corner of his lips, all anxious and frightened. David?
David?
That's
you
funny.
Sign this?
Yeah. Too bad we missed that. We were too busy shopping for soap.
Shopping for soap, of course.
Jesus.
Smelling the lovely scents.
You're buying soap, you're watching David Hasselhoff. It's just a collection of mows this show is. Revolting.
Let's go to some clips real fast here, Anthony.
All right.
The winner of American Idol 2005 is Carrie Underwood.
Oh, listen to that.
How are the ratings for the show?
Huge.
Good as ever?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
Still doing very well, that show, American Idol. Yeah, she won, and she, of course, starts crying, and then they make her try to sing. Which
she did okay at the end.
Ooh, she lost it. Really? She's trying to sing, and she just lost it. She starts crying.
Do we have a clip of that? That would be funny.
I think we do.
And I wanna be inside your heaven. Thank you so much. Take me to this place.
Wow, that's good.
Where the storm blows
I want to be inside your vagina.
Did she crack on that first note?
She was crying.
Oh.
She was.
Weren't you?
She was singing.
No.
She was kind of doing okay, and then she kind of fell out of it, a little crying.
Right in the beginning here. Listen again.
Yeah.
And I wanna be inside your heaven. Thank you so much. Take me to the place.
Thank you so much.
That could be the best line in the morning, though. I want to be inside your vagina. She is a hot piece of ass, though, man.
What is that? She won by
only 200 votes?
Really?
Oh, okay. Recount.
Really?
Wait, you say she won by only 200 votes, and then it says 35,426 votes?
That's what she had.
Only 35,000 votes?
No, there's millions.
They got 500 million calls.
Yeah, they got 500 million votes over the entire course of the contest.
They said it was only 200 votes between the two of them. Separated the two.
Out of 500 million? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that was 500 million over the entire course of the program, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I guarantee they got more than 35,000 votes each.
Yeah.
Let's listen
Where
to
are you
it.
getting your stats, Don? Off of Fox News? Really?
Thank you, America.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this Bo?
That is Bo singing with Leonard Skinner.
Really?
They brought Leonard Skinner up, and Bo was singing with Leonard Skinner.
That's Bo singing?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was good.
Look, I didn't watch the show.
Pretty good.
It's obvious that he has a much better voice.
Yeah, he it was just more dynamic. The guy's more he's I don't know, he's more of a showman than she is. She just everything she did was stand in front of the mic, hold the mic, maybe slowly walk on the stage and sing a country song.
Well, it makes a better story that the small town girl wins it all, right? Because she's from a tiny, tiny little farm town, I remember, from the first couple of episodes.
Yeah.
He's from friggin' Alabama.
Yeah, but it sounds like he has a little more experience, though.
Yeah, definitely does.
She seemed like they just picked her out of nowhere, and that makes for the nice little story.
Maybe that's it.
But either way, I mean, like, he's made, too. I mean, when you think of Ruben or Clay Aiken, I mean, they're both huge stars now. I mean, it's like either one of them has a signal.
Oh, he'll get a record deal.
Yeah, Clive Davis likes him.
Who?
Clive Davis.
Who's that? I know that name.
It took me a while to realize that he actually did say my name, and then I thought, oh man, I gotta sing now. But I was just there's so many emotions that were going through me. You know, I was nervous and I was excited and I was scared, and I mean, it was just an amazing feeling.
No, there you go.
Oh, she's nice. I liked her too, so I can't complain.
Oh, she's perfect for American Idol. She's like the blonde, all-American kind of thing. She's sweet. She's, that's what they want to put up there. So.
She's pretty.
I like the cokehead.
So do I. I like the cokehead.
I think the coke addict would have made a fun American Idol because it just would have been all over the smokinggun.com every week of how this guy's just banging, doing coke, killing people, killing his drunk friends in a car.
Oh, we're gonna get.
That's
we got
great
a story.
What?
If you don't have that story, you're not going to be our news woman.
She has it. I have faith in Dee.
You have
it?
You better find the story of the day.
Not a single bit of disappointment. I think that Carrie Underwood was the perfect person to win this. I think she earned it. I think she did a great job. I'm extremely proud of her. And I know that every one of the other idols feel the exact same way I do.
Want to do a toot? Go in the bathroom and do a toot?
She did a great job, and
grinding his teeth. Yeah, she's cool, man. She's really good.
Why can't he just say on national TV how bummed he is, and he thought he should have won, and he knows he's better than her?
I think everybody knew at the end. I think he kind of blew it too. What was it? The night before last when they did their had their last chance.
Well, she wasn't that good either, though.
No, but I think he was even worse.
Was he bad?
I think the nerves. Like he was doing great the whole season. And then I guess the nerves got to him, and he kind of wasn't as good as he had been.
You're saying he misstepped a bit?
It's just a tad. Perhaps he should have taken a hot bath with some soaps from Lush.
I think maybe what you're referring to is a bath bomb.
A bath bomb?
Yeah. Get the terminology right, Anthony.
Your candles?
Yeah. All right, well, there you have it. American Idol. That was really exciting.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Bravo for that.
Opie,
you enjoyed the show, Anthony.
Contrary to your opinion, perhaps I think a lot of people seem to watch that program.
I guess you're right.
It's not like I'm watching something on the Oxygen channel.
Well, yeah. Let's go to CJ in Alabama.
Oh.
CJ, what's going on?
Hi, CJ.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, last night, I live in Helena, so we were all up at In Cahoots, the local bar restaurant place, and they're all like, everybody's drunk, and we're all watching Suspense, and then they call out Carrie Underwood, and everyone just starts crying and booing, and it was just ridiculous.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Well, is he still here?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Dude, what kind of bar was it?
Jim, stop.
Dude.
Jim.
Well, I want to know what kind of bar it was. Why were they crying?
It's a southern bar.
It was a really cool bar.
All right,
why were they sad, though?
Oh, he's gone, Jimmy.
Shut up. I hate you.
Rick in Staten Island.
Anthony, were you watching it last night?
Of course I was.
I was wondering if you saw when Carrie looked at Bo and said, "I love you," and she was hanging all over him.
Maybe they have a thing going.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a little nice storyline there, huh?
No.
Hey, punch out. Thank you.
Two idols hook up.
Wait, Rick is saying no.
Like the first season.
Oh.
You don't think they're in love? Yeah. He's obviously got the facts right. I heard that she got 18 votes and he got 37. Wait, no, I'm sure that's right. Why don't you think that they have a thing going?
Could have. She had something going on with Fedorov, the guy who, was it,
No
Andrew,
way.
The week before?
Anthony
That
Fedorov?
guy? I thought he was...
He is the worst.
He was... No, him? Ew.
Just the worst. Did you hear when they brought him up and who else did they have for their little...
They had all the top 10, right?
Him singing with...
Constantine.
Yeah, Constantine. Singing with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, who came on. And it was just a clusterfuck. Oh, it was awful.
All right.
That's it. American Idol. Done for another season. Can't wait till next season.
All right, Dee Dee, what else is going on in the news here?
How about more Bush in 2008?
Bush. That's funny because I think she means the president, but... You know, you say more Bush, and we think, well,
who would be against more Bush? Yeah.
Okay, well, some are beginning to suspect that First Lady Laura Bush might be eyeing a possible run for the top spot in 2008.
Oh, stop.
I'm serious.
Stop it.
These dumb stories that come out every year.
Please.
Well, in this term, she has begun to make more high-profile trips to the world hotspots as well.
Made one trip.
No, she's done a few. And, she's becoming more outspoken with the national media. So, yeah.
Who's saying that she might run for the presidency?
The brilliant political mastermind, Michael Savage.
Michael Savage? What a hack.
Well, that's what he's saying. I'm just reading the news.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Let's not even acknowledge she said that.
Okay.
She's not going to be president of the United States.
No one's
You sort of have to be qualified.
first lady. You sort of have to be qualified. Being married to the president isn't.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, how about...
I mean, Hillary doesn't even have a shot.
No.
Which means the Democrats are going to be out of office for another 4 years.
Who do you think will be in?
That dude.
Can't be Cheney.
No, it won't be Cheney.
Usually the incumbent vice president, especially after 2 runs of a president, usually he's the guy, the go-to guy for the party. But, you know, his health problems and age, and I don't think he's a very likable guy. So the Republicans are going to have to come up with somebody.
All right, what else you got there, Dee Dee?
Well, Rob Lowe arrested for something involving a 13-year-old girl.
What?
Yeah. In Coos Bay, Oregon. He's in Coos County Jail following a sex abuse investigation involving a 13-year-old girl. Coos Bay, Oregon police officers arrested 24-year-old Robert Eslow. Not the
Oh, you're tricking us.
I'm teasing you.
Your news stinks.
I'm teasing you. Well, he was arrested Tuesday on allegations of sexual contact with a minor.
This is the tricky news.
Yeah, well,
you tricked us. I thought it was Rob Lowe.
It
was Robert S. Lowe.
It was 24-year-old Robert S. Lowe, Coos Bay, Oregon.
That's all right. Funny. Coos.
I know. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
All right. How about British men top sex endurance poll?
Really?
Yeah. Why women hate going Dutch. Here's why. International survey in the Journal of Sex Medicine names British men as the sexual endurance champions of the world. An average British man makes love for 7.6 minutes, while the American men come in second at 7 minutes. And the Spanish men come in at 5.8 minutes, and the Dutch are going at 5.1. And if you're a Turkish man, well, you can take pride in the fact that you are the most efficient love makers at 3.7 minutes.
3.7 minutes.
They only last 3.7 minutes? The Turks?
So I feel bad for Turkish
That's all they could take, the smell off their women.
Ew.
Or 3 minutes.
They just want out of there. They just want out of there.
Please, I must leave.
Right.
That's bad.
Awful.
I was
thatched roof down there.
Right.
So, do you want me to show you what's in the bag?
Wow.
Oh, that was it for your
well,
news?
for now, my producer's working on more news.
Oh.
What is it? Give me a hint about what your news story is that I should have so I can tell my producer.
This story
well, before we get to what's
twisted.
in your bag of tricks there, Anthony came up with a great story.
What?
This is from Marietta, Georgia. Guy was sentenced to 5 years in prison on Wednesday for a little accident that he had that took the life of his drinking buddy.
Ooh.
They were out drinking. This guy, John Hutcherson, 21, pleaded guilty to vehicular homicide in the death of last August of his friend Frankie Brome, who was 23 years old. Seems they're driving home after a night at the bar, which I guess you do a lot down there in Georgia. You do a little drinking, you're driving home, and I guess Frankie was feeling a little ill, so being a courteous friend, he hung his head out the window to vomit.
Now, who hasn't done that?
Who hasn't puked out your
pretty
friend's
much
car?
all have done that. Your friend's driving home, you've had a little too much, and you need to puke, so you just roll down the window, stick your head out, and take care of business. Usually, no harm.
Without incident, the only thing that happens maybe a little puke down the fender.
And
down the quarter panel.
Down the side of the car, and then your friend calls you the next morning really pissed off, come over here and hose down your fucking puke.
Right. And that's because, usually, your friend doesn't veer a little too close to a telephone pole support cable as your head is out the window vomiting.
Oh.
So Frankie, his buddy Frankie's head was completely removed.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Cut his head clean off.
Ew.
Decapitated his buddy. But it doesn't end there, folks.
No, of course not.
This guy, John Hutcherson, is so drunk, he doesn't even notice he's just decapitated his buddy. He pulls up to his house 10 miles away. He drove 10 more miles with his buddy's decapitated body in the car. Must have been a real conversationalist, this buddy is.
What a self-involved ass.
Too busy trying to find a good song on the radio on the way home.
Dude, do you mind this? All right, cool.
No, okay, I guess not.
Listen to the words.
So he parks in the driveway, goes in, and passes out. Goes to sleep.
And the guy's still in the car.
The guy is still in the car with his, I guess,
head.
shoulders and body kind of hanging out the window, to which the next-door neighbor walks out, looks over, and sees his decapitated body hanging out the window, and calls police, and they arrested him. But he got 5 years. 5 years in prison he got on Wednesday. That
Wait a minute, but he drove to his house?
Yeah.
Didn't he have to, drop his friend off?
You would think he would drop his friend off, but I guess he was so drunk he...
Maybe he thought his friend was sleeping, and he said, all right, just sleep it off. Yeah. He didn't say anything, he just walked in the house.
Sleep it off.
Said, look, we'll go back and grab your skull tomorrow. I'm tired. just nap on I-80.
Look, I'm too drunk, I can't drive you home. Don't lose your head over it. I'll take you home tomorrow.
Yeah. Could you quit bleeding and then hemorrhaging all over the side of my car? We'll take your skull out of the leaves, but I got to get a few winks.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. That is drunk.
How do you not notice your friend's head is off?
I know.
If you're that drunk, maybe he was in a blackout and didn't realize it.
Now, you are a pro with the blackout.
And if you're functioning, you're not thinking right, you're in a blackout, you don't know what's going on, so maybe he's an alcoholic.
Do you drive?
As far as I know, I was always good.
Wow, did you ever drive it?
There was one time I got home, I didn't remember driving home.
Yeah, blacked out.
But not anymore.
Didn't take off any friends' heads or hit anybody?
No, I just ended up married in Vegas and ended up...
Yeah, we know that story. We love that story.
Wow.
For the counterfeiter.
He could have been in a blackout and not even realized it, so that's probably...
That's rough, though, man.
Yeah.
Then he gets 5 years. You know, you already decapitated your buddy.
He's got to be feeling guilty.
Yeah, you would think. Little guilt there.
Yeah.
The Braum family actually asked for leniency for Hutchison because he was a victim's childhood friend. So that's got to be a little rough.
Yeah.
Plus, they were both drunk, so...
All right. You don't mean to lop your friend's head off with a support cable. What happens?
That is sick.
Must have made that fung sound. Shing.
Dude, you all right? All right.
Yeah. Sleep it off.
Silence.
Yeah, sleep it off.
Sleep it off. He vomited off his head. You ever feel like that sometimes after drinking? Like you're going to puke your head right off? What happened? He puked his own head off.
Probably a nice clean cut, too.
Oh, yeah.
And how long are you alive where your head is rolling down the road right next to the car where you're still alive?
You're seeing the pickup truck go away with that last bit of blood pressure left in your skull and eyes.
Right, going, oh, no.
Oh, boy. This isn't good.
This is a bad day.
Say, why is that truck driving so fast away from me? Uh-oh.
I was just in there. I think that's my hands.
All right, Dee Dee, let's see your sex toys.
Waving at yourself?
You guys want to see Dee Dee's sex toys?
I sure do.
Sure.
All right. Well, here's a whip.
Wow, that's the crop, huh?
That is one of them.
Wow, that is a real whip.
Well, yeah.
What can we do with the whip?
Oh, well, duh, you whip somebody.
No, I know that, but can we do that to you today?
Well, I know you're gonna, so
hold it
sure.
up. How long is that thing? Is that like an Indiana Jones whip or a crop?
Here, let's see your technique.
That's a whip.
Anyway, let me show you the other stuff.
All right, there's her whip.
Jesus.
Don't slam that door. It's killing me today.
Oh,
it takes out all the oxygen. Anyone else noticing the pressure change in your ears and stuff?
Yeah.
These?
What is that? Oh, nipple
Oh,
clamps.
you know what they are. Nipple clamps.
Just assumed.
You can kind of figure that one out, Dee Dee. Jesus.
And this is probably one of Steve's favorites, right? A cock ring?
Wow, you got a cock ring?
Steve, have you ever worn a cock ring?
No, I haven't. I knew what it was when she...
Let hold that up.
But this is one of my small ones.
Now that would... Why is it 3 rings?
That's for your Asian friends?
Are we getting arrested?
All right.
Who's that?
You're in a heap of trouble, boy.
All right.
So,
sir.
Yeah, so...
Are these things washed?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
I clean them. They're clean.
Yeah, so you can put it in your mouth. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
That now, how does that work? I'm seeing 3 rings.
You put it... Okay, you want me to explain this?
Yeah. Hold it up and explain it.
Well, it's to stop him from having an erection right away. What's the point?
Wait, who's yelling? What's the point in the other room? Who's me?
Ari.
Oh, Ari.
He saw this and went.
We've had Ari on the show before.
Hey, Ari.
You say stop. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just it's a thing. Maniacs don't know what.
It's a thing.
Did you say to prevent an erection?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
To prevent an erection for a while?
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Would prevent it or to keep it hard?
Because it's to prevent it from getting hard. Yeah.
From getting hard?
I thought it was for after it gets hard, it kind of keeps the blood in there.
No, for a while it's supposed to stop it.
Really?
And now, is there one of those go around the bag?
Well, actually, there's another one. I didn't bring that, but yeah, you know a lot about this, sir.
No, I don't. I've never used.
Yeah, but you know that
like
there's another one like that.
I've looked in the back of the magazines. What's the matter?
What's the matter, Jim?
The ring. I don't go for
You
this.
don't like
no, I
the-
certainly don't.
I'll hide it.
No, it doesn't bother me like that. But I just don't understand why you'd want that around you. It's uncomfortable.
Because some men like that.
Wait, what do you do with the ring, though?
Easy, caddy. All right.
Ben Sparks has one. It's called a hula hoop.
Is he really that big?
We don't know.
We don't know what's going on down there, but it's giant.
Yeah,
We're trying to figure it out.
Whenever he leaves a basketball store, they stop him for stealing.
I don't know. It's just like you just use it for. It's for fun. You have to know, like, be into the scene to understand.
Why is there 3 rings?
Well, there's some with 4 and 5. I mean, it's just this one has 3.
Does it depend on length or something like that? Is
No.
it like
It's just this one is 3.
Average and.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's wonderful. What else you have?
All right.
Well, I just brought a few. I can't bring all. You got to save some for later, right?
Of course.
All right.
Teasing.
Do we get to whip you?
Well, that's.
Yeah. Get that indie whip.
Jimmy, you know how to use the whip?
No, never used
What
the whip.
the hell? There's police in here.
Yeah.
That's a state trooper, I think.
All right, we're miking your ass.
I'm afraid, though, because there's a cop in the other room.
It's not illegal to be whipped.
You're allowed to be whipped.
He's eating it. Oh, we can use those.
He's holding up.
Handcuffs.
He's holding up his handcuffs. Yes,
Your
Dee Dee.
cuffs. Yeah, you might want to get cuffed and whipped. Nice.
Well, like, use the whip on the counter. I want to see your technique at least.
I don't really have. Usually it's like I don't.
What?
You just like you whip. I'm not gonna like do it.
I don't know how to use a whip. I've never used it.
You just.
Show me.
You know. Oh, come on. You used it.
I've never used a whip.
Are you left-handed too?
No, it's just.
Oh, okay.
Mike was in the way.
All right, let's.
I can't. Oh, I'm nervous.
Nervous about what?
Nervous about what?
All these guys are. Who's that one?
They're fans.
You're just demonstrating the whip.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, show the whip.
You know how to use the whip. You just go. Ooh.
She just whipped Jimmy's arm.
Jesus! She was trying to whip the floor and it went awry to the right and nailed Jimmy in the arm. Jimmy, all right?
Yeah. Sure. Hey, wait, let me put my face out so you can hit the eye. Go ahead. No, just let me see you crack it.
On the floor?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I can't do this.
All right, here's Dee Dee and her whip.
Well, I'll try it because I'm shaky.
Why?
I don't know. I can't do it.
You just did it?
You're a freak, man.
That is something.
Well,
You
not always.
are.
I'm usually the submissive, though.
The what?
Submissive?
Could Jimmy use the whip on you?
Well, I know that was coming so sure.
I don't know. I never used the whip before.
Well, let's give it a shot,
Try
Jimmy.
it.
What the hell?
Tap her a little bit. You ever snap the other guy's butts with a towel in the locker room, Jim?
Oh.
Wait, I've never done this before, so I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Oh, did you hear that noise?
Yeah.
Jim, do this. Go.
Were you?
That won't. It won't.
Careful.
You're getting Steve.
See?
See, he knows what he's doing.
I've never done it before. Honestly, I've never done it before.
Well, you're doing good.
All right, let's
Kinda.
bend
I
over
don't
there,
know what
Dee Dee.
the right arm motion is. I'll just wind up and swing as hard as I can. I want to hold the end and swing the wood part.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
I'm glad my mom's not listening.
All right, let's. We're miking your butt once again.
Wow.
Jimmy just whipped Steve.
Cut it out. Go a little bit lower. There you are.
All right, let's.
Got all the mics on.
Yeah, well, bend over. The mics are way down low.
No, I'm not. If I don't do this right, this is my first time using a whip.
Jimmy looks like a natural on the plantation back in the 1800s.
I thought I said I would like a little cream with my coffee.
There is not a mint leaf in my julep, boy.
I could have had you shot.
All right, Jimmy has the whip in hand.
Hold on, with all the mics, we gotta move. Can we put this one the other way? Because I can't whip around the microphone. Let me just line this up.
Wait, Steve. Fix that mic. No, little, right around. Damn it. I almost had him. I was setting Steve up for a whipping.
Oh, I will, but I'm trying to get the timing.
All right, let's turn down the music so we can hear this.
I'm just trying to get the timing down because I've never whipped.
That's a little.
Wait, Dee Dee,
light.
grab one of the mics if you're going to stand up.
I'm just swinging to get the actual distance.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. It's a little light so far.
I'm not doing it. I'm trying to get the distance. I don't want to, you know.
Right, Indiana.
Okay, not my back. Not my back.
Well,
That's not hurt.
Bend over.
Get the butt.
Oh, okay, hold on. That one hurt.
Good.
That one hurt?
Good. He said good. Oh, God, it's starting to stink.
My young son's in the car.
Oh, thank you. I use that kind of language.
Oh my God, that one looked like it hurt.
It did. It stings.
I know it stings.
Jimmy's really doing it. These two make a really good couple in a really bizarre way. Look at
my God, I gotta help
look
about the email.
Look at Jimmy's eyes. Jimmy really gets into this.
I know.
Oh, look.
Ow, that was my
What is that sound?
Who's farting?
With gas? Nice.
Did you just fart?
Did you gas, Dee Dee?
No, I didn't.
No, I'm hearing like,
Dee Dee,
what is that?
I think what kind of gas her?
Someone farted.
What? That wasn't me.
All right, one more. A couple more here.
All right, hold on. I have to get the timing now because I moved. I'm not just getting the distance, that's all.
Okay, the distance, yeah, okay.
I have to get the distance.
Ari's watching. That was my
I know,
bag.
I'm going soft.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jimmy's really into this.
Oh.
That one hurt?
A little bit of stinging.
Oh, a little stinging? Sorry.
Indy, my friend.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. That was a good one. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
That was a good one.
Oh. I just got to get the distance right, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy's eyes are
Your
bugging
name's
out.
Toby. That was wow.
Get me a water and don't spit in it.
That was impressive, Dee Dee.
That one hurt.
Sorry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So what are you going to learn?
All right, Dee Dee, we'll have more news with you in a little while?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like the whip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, do you enjoy that kind of thing?
No, it has to be with the right kind of person.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Not a psychopath like Jim?
I don't know if he's a psychopath, but I'm just saying that it has to be somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah. And do you get that on your bare butt? Like, is that also, yeah? And does it leave like a red mark?
Well, yeah, for a little bit. It left a red mark yesterday.
I think it'd be easier with a shorter one, a little one.
A riding crop.
Oh, I have one of those too, but I didn't bring it. But I'll save that for next time.
Sure.
I couldn't like bring everything. You got to bring a little at a time.
Little at a time.
This you got to get used to how far away you are, because I'm not used to swinging anything that far away.
That was really good. All right. Well, you'll bring back some more sex toys the next time we're in D.C. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Dee Dee, everyone. She'll be back with more news in a bit here.
That whip's good for jumping over chasms as you're stealing golden idols from caves.
Yeah, that one could do some damage, it looks like. Mm-hmm. Kent from Sacramento. What's up, Kent?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Got some nice, wacky little radio bits here going on here in Sacramento.
Oh, yeah?
The Rob, Arnie, and Don show.
And what are they doing today?
They're bitching about women's sports and whatever's going on with the little... There's a little whore on here just bitching and complaining about whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the reason you called us would be...
He wants to maybe put it on the radio. Is that what you want to do?
Would you like to hear them?
All right, yeah, just all right.
Listen to this little snatch bitching.
Okay, let's listen in.
All right, here we go.
Car made on the planet, and they're cheaper than minivans.
You gotta lug all their stuff. They got more room in the
you don't have to. You don't have to. I went on my parents, when I grew up, owned a 280Z. You remember those?
Oh, my God.
2-seaters. I went on many family trips curled up in the back.
Yeah?
No stuff. And gee, look at me. I turned out just fine.
And our parents walked 5 miles in the snow, and there wasn't a bus route.
Different, though. Different. They did that out of necessity. My parents didn't do it out of necessity. They did it because they refused to give in to my incessant whining about how I wanted to bring 4 stuffed animals, 6 coloring books, and an electronic game. You know what they did with me? They used this really cool word that we don't use anymore. No. And I learned to respect authority and find a way to get along just fine.
Times have changed.
Times have changed because parents suck. People are stupid.
The best part of Rob's story that he's leaving out, it's very, very true that he wanted to bring all that stuff. He was 17 at the time.
Actually, it wasn't a bad line.
We're talking about. She is the 2004 Olympic softball gold medalist with the blazing rise ball. She throws it underhand and it rises.
Okay, hold on a second. 1 second here.
Oh, this is really bad.
It rises. She's throwing. Look, all you people that have played baseball and you see a pitcher throw a ball, this is something that's been on my chest for a while. This rising fastball controversy. There is no such thing as a fastball in Major League Baseball that will rise. It is physically impossible for the ball to rise when you throw it overhand. You are throwing the ball down towards the ground. It cannot jump up. Jeannie
it does
Finch,
jump
on
up.
the other
I've
hand,
seen it happen.
is throwing a ball underhand with her release point up towards the sky, so of course it's going to rise.
Yeah. That's absolutely true.
That's been on its chest for a while?
When her fastball is thrown at 71 miles an hour. Ooh.
That's fast.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'd like on his chest? An SUV.
Yeah, or a joke book.
No warm-up, I would throw it faster than that, and I'm a runt.
Well, of course you would, because the ball...
And she's a...
The bigger ball?
Yes. Oh, yes. It's like a shot put on.
Heavier softball?
I like how they move on, though.
Yeah, they're rocking.
Go from one subject, baseball...
miles an hour, the regulation of 43 feet, is the baseball equivalent, and this is complete tripe, of throwing in the high 90s from 60 feet 6 inches. That's a bunch of mathematical gobbledygook that does not extrapolate in practice.
What?
I don't even give it credibility.
That's retarded.
Here's the issue the letter writer was talking about. She struck out Major Leaguers Mike Piazza and Mike Cameron and more than a dozen other stars on her own segment of This Week in Baseball. Alex Rodriguez is afraid to hit against her. Cincinnati Reds All-Star Sean Casey says she reminds him of Randy Johnson. Boy, if I was Randy Johnson, I would sue him for slander.
Sean Casey sucks anyway. He's a human rain delay. Put your batting gloves on and stand in the box, you jerk.
This issue was on Major League Baseball. I saw clips of it, and this is the bit, is that she struck out Major Leaguers.
Okay.
No, she didn't. Major League Baseballer.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, it's not awful. Like
I can't take the woman in there and the
I agree.
And watch them light her
little
up.
banter.
I'm so tired of people.
We're hoping for like wacky radio bits, though. This is just
we want bits, not conversation.
This is just guys talking and doing their show. We want to hear the wacky radio bits that people do out there.
If you're gonna have a woman on your radio show, how about what we do? You spank her, you give her a good whipping.
Tell you what,
that's entertaining.
And you give her some of the soap you bought from Lush.
Absolutely.
Lush. All right, that's not bad. I got to hand it to Kent from Sacramento, though. That was perfect.
Yeah.
If you're going to play other radio shows, that was perfect. We could hear every single word.
But he should have gotten to it quicker. That inane explanation of what he called for.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I have a show on the line, and they're doing a wacky... It's like, just get to it.
Right. Okay. We'll take another break, Anthony, and continue with the program in just a bit here. As we go to break, Leno in the news because of his Michael Jackson thing. He had
Are we going to extrapolate gobbledygook from his testimony?
What's mathematical gobbledygook?
He had to testify. He had to testify, and then I guess he did some good jokes about it on his little show there. So
oh, jack off, and you could gobbledygook that comes out of my...
So we'll go to break with this, okay?
Right.
Star Wars fans dressed in the strange costumes. You've seen them? They look like aliens. They look like creatures from outer space or something. No, I'm sorry. That was outside the Jackson trial yesterday. I'm sorry. I was confused. I was in Santa Maria. I forgot. Actually, I ran into Michael Jackson in the lobby just before I went into court. Did I tell you this?
No.
Yeah, I ran into him, and ironically, he was on his way into the little boy's room. What are the odds?
Is that what it said on the door? Little boy's room.
Little boy's room. You know what's interesting? I was sitting in that witness chair yesterday. Michael Jackson was no more than 6 feet away from me, closer than you are right now. And I was looking at him. I thought to myself, you know something? I think he's had some work done. I don't want to start anything, but, you know, I'm thinking, hey, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
You know, look, something's different. Now, I read in the paper today that Jackson's legal team was disappointed with my testimony. In fact, Tom Mesereau, Michael's lawyer, called me last night and he said, for Michael's next molestation trial, we're not having you back. Lost another gig. Actually, you know the strangest thing about testifying yesterday? After the trial, O.J. Simpson picked me up in his Bronco, took me to Robert Blake's house where we had an Italian dinner. It was surreal.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
Where's Gary Holly?
In the CD player.
No, when are we going to get him in studio? We're going to get him before Christmas, hopefully?
Yeah,
or
Ben is actually working on that right now.
Or are you guys booking him for Groundhog Day?
What's Ben working? I don't see Ben doing a whole lot of anything except eating cereal and herking and jerking all over the studio.
Herky and jerky
and taking calls on his tiny little cell phone.
Yeah,
little tiny cell phone.
That chiclet cell phone. If somebody walks in too fast, you can just eat his phone. Ben's phone stinks. What kind of phone is that? Dude, hey. Always gossiping about something. Dude, Pedro does coke. What? My friend Tim from Boston knows it. It's always some drivel he heard from some drunken Mick at a party. And dude, I think Bono from U2 is coming in. Such horse shit. Dude, I combed my hair with a car bomb.
You forgot that. That's insane.
That's crazy. It's insane.
It's crazy. It's insane.
He just nuts. He just giggles about nothing. I'm like, Ben, I got to get this done. Giggling idiot.
He was laughing when you guys were talking serious about the death penalty. Did anyone else catch it?
Yeah, it's like, dude, there's just too many poor people that get it.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Jesus.
Who doesn't love Ben?
I like the parody of Ben better than Ben now.
I thought someone got one of their teeth knocked out. It was Ben's phone. Your phone needs a filling.
I love the fact that he's always gossiping. That's the best.
Always gossiping about somebody who has something to do with Boston. Jim Rice is from Western Children. What? Easy.
Oh, man. Guys, yeah, that's fun. Let me see your phone, Ben. Got it on you? Where'd you lose it?
Look at this.
Look how little that is. Wow.
It's always some small phone.
That stinks anyway. It doesn't work that well, that one.
It's a tiny little phone.
That Ben parody is hilarious.
I wish people could see it, and they just, you gotta know Ben.
No, they get it.
You just gotta know Ben.
He's so herky.
He's always moving around.
So jerky.
And he just always laughs in the wrong places when you're like being serious. Like, dude, look, I'm running late.
Look, here's some gossip.
Yeah, there's some gossip. You know, it's like a market. He's doing coke and it's like guns. What?
Always gossiping.
Always a little gossip. Oh.
Wow. Because he does. He knows everyone in Boston.
Everyone.
So any bit of news that comes out of Boston.
Everything about Boston.
Everything that the common folk read about in Boston, he will know like
the
10 layers
scoop.
Deep into the story.
Yeah. Dude, I was trying to hang out with Tom Brady. And he's like, what? What happened with Tom Brady? It's like some scandal that never materializes.
He was with 10 broads or something.
Yeah.
I think that was the Tom Brady gossip. Yes, I got that call.
Dude, I was with the Crafts, the new stadium. There's a body buried in the basement.
It's insane.
I swear. What? It's crazy. It's insane. It's nuts.
I would have called you, but my phone was in my ear. I couldn't get it out.
So I got a toothpick. I got my phone stuck between my teeth. I got to pick it out, dude.
This phone makes me physically ill.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. I waited and give me good hot bitch. She was shaking her hips, so that was all that I needed.
She runs to the house.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program. We're live from Washington, D.C. We'll be back in New York City, Tuesday? Another long weekend for the boys.
We're exhausted from 3 days of work.
I got to leave early Tuesday. I forgot to tell you.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm moving. It's the only time the moving company could see me.
Oh.
I'm moving. At 9 a.m. I have to be.
I thought Anthony and I were bad. You're even worse.
Why? No,
Didn't you leave the program a couple days ago because you had to bring a rental car back or something?
Yeah, but that was not my fault. That was because my car, I brought the old Saturn in.
Yeah.
A week ago, a Tuesday, a week ago.
For your mirror that you broke?
When I broke the mirror off, and there was some kind of an engine problem, so they gave me a loaner for free.
Engine problem?
And then there was something leaking, so it was supposed to be ready by Thursday.
It was probably you.
Yeah, exactly. There was found this viscous fluid all over the passenger seat. I let it go.
And then, go ahead.
But they said, look, the car's not going to be ready until Monday, which is almost a week later.
Mm-hmm.
But we're coming to D.C. Tuesday, so I can't, once the car is ready, I can't keep the loaner car. Like, I would have had it yesterday, today. You can't have it for the next 3 days to start charging for it.
Why can't you start moving Tuesday at 11 a.m.?
Because the movers only do it at certain times, and the building I'm moving into, which I don't want to say, they only allowed to move up till 6. You can't move past 6 p.m., so the only other time they can start is 2 o'clock. So I either have a morning or an afternoon appointment.
Have you used the freight elevator?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I won't be done by that point, and then I'm in trouble.
Oh, my God. Moving in New York City is the biggest hassle
Pain
ever.
in the ass.
I don't know if other cities have that. I have no idea, but you have to make all sorts of appointments with the building.
Yep.
You got to make sure all the other tenants are satisfied when you're moving in.
They have to put the padding up.
Yeah, you got to pad the elevator. It's just a nightmare.
Well, I'm having this little thing knocked through, a very small little hole knocked through the wall between the kitchen and dining room. Who doesn't like a pass-through?
Well, Jimmy wants to talk to his visitors while he's cooking for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Jesus.
As I'm talking
d'oeuvre.
I'm talking to a dominatrix. I'm just putting a little asparagus here. I'd like you to eat it. Don't ask any questions. But, they can't get the specs from the building, like the actual measurements that it's supposed to be. Well, that's going to be a problem. So now I got to go see a lady whose apartment is the same as mine and take measurements from her apartment.
Are you kidding?
It's like, just call the builders and get the fucking measurements. How hard is that? It's 4 by 2 by whatever. Thank you.
Then tear down that bitch of a bearing wall. Hey?
I'm trying to think.
You know that one?
No, that one I don't know.
That's Mommy Dearest.
Oh, damn it.
When she's having the apartment redone.
Okay.
But the head of Pepsi-Cola is her new husband, and she's spending all kinds of money, and they tell her she can't put a big window there because it's a bearing wall, and she says that. Tear down that bitch of a bearing wall. It's Jimmy knocking down walls.
Knocking down. And that's a man act.
Hey, guys, our friend Arthur Chien is back in the paper.
What?
You know, the dude that got fired because we did that assault on the media, and then he cursed out...
It was your fault, by the way.
Oh, potty mouth Arthur.
Cursed out our intern Nathaniel there. Well, in the New York Post, page 6, Axe reporter branded, Anthony. You can't watch Arthur Chen on CBS Channel 2 anymore. The reporter was fired last week for uttering the F word on air, but you could buy a plethora of products with his face on it.
Yeah.
See, we kind of felt a little guilty, I got to tell you. A little bit of guilt when we were handing out our T-shirts that said, what the fuck is your problem, man, T-shirts.
Yeah.
Remember that from earlier this week?
Of course I do.
And I guess you could still get them, the X-rated version from some website. Maybe Steve will help us. Yeah, Steve's running
some
in
website.
Here.
Just go on the internet and look around.
I know. Steve, what's the website where you could get the Opie and Anthony, what the fuck is your problem, man, T-shirts?
XratedShirts.com.
Those are the ones that aren't bleeped out. It actually spells out fuck. Thank you. So we were handing out T-shirts on our show a couple days ago, and I got to tell you, I'm feeling a little guilty, kind of taking advantage of the fact the guy lost his job over something we did. Yeah. Well, Arthur Chen's doing the same thing, buddy. You can buy a plethora of products with his face on it. CafePress.com is hawking a line of Chen-branded mugs, T-shirts, buttons, tote bags, messenger bags, barbecue aprons, teddy bears, and even a Chen classic thong.
What? This guy can't have anything to do with this. There is no way he has anything to do with this.
I guarantee he has something to do with this. It's got to be one of his friends.
Do you think?
Yes. Some are emblazoned with the words, "What the fuck is your problem, man?" The question Chen, who thought he was off the air, yelled at two hecklers. David Yee, who is selling the Chen merchandise, said he was inspired by the popular T-shirts of revolutionary... that dude, Che Guevara. Guevara.
I can't get enough of those shirts. Those are hip.
Chen sort of sounds like Che, he explained. People are buying it. Meanwhile, Chen's friend Ian Gerard, the founder of Gen Art, has circulated an email calling the firing ridiculous and urging recipients to complain to various Viacom and Channel 2 executive. Chen tells us he was devastated by his dismissal and says he's currently looking for a new job. I've got bigger things to worry about than the shirts, basically, he said. So,
yeah.
There you have it. And it looks like Viacom and Infinity Broadcasting has bigger things to worry about as well. Little segue, Anthony, into the next story.
Very good.
Yes. Another female jock causing problems for a radio company.
Yep.
We've been talking about this, every once in a while. These women that get involved with these radio stations, they're just sitting around waiting to sue their employer.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen so many times.
Something goes wrong.
Since I've been doing radio. Over the years, people have wanted us to have a lady as part of our show. It's just never going to happen. They ruin everything.
Never.
They really ruin everything. They want to be cool. They want to be one of the guys, but as soon as you go a little too far, they're getting a lawyer and they're suing the company. They're suing the DJs. Yep. I have a really good friend that we talk about on this show, by the way, a bunch. And one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life, one of the coolest, has helped so many people in radio. And he had a female co-host news girl thing that was just a complete hose bag.
Really?
Complete hose bag. And one day she decided she didn't like it anymore and sued everybody for sexual harassment. It was dragged through the courts for years and years.
Well, this is what they do when they're fired for some reason. Maybe they're not getting along. Maybe they're not enjoying their job anymore. Why just quit and try to find another job when you can sue the company, make millions of dollars, and never have to work again? It's winning lotto. It's like you won the lotto. Why wouldn't you do that? This system is in place that gives them the ability to do this because people are stupid. So why wouldn't you do this? Yeah, maybe you got to actually say, good for her. She's working the system because stupid jackasses have put this in place.
Yeah, well, here's the latest one. Perfume allergy brings $10.6 million for a DJ.
$10.6 million.
A disc jockey whose severe allergy for a colleague's perfume?
Yeah.
Ultimately led to her being fired by a country music radio station has been awarded $10.6 million by a jury. I didn't think you could do this. Yeah. We should have sued because we had to freaking use the same microphone that Don from the Don and Mike show used.
Oh, we could have sued.
And we hate those fuckers, but let me tell you a bit of reality. His breath stunk so bad, and he used the same microphone I did before me.
Yeah.
It was horrific. Remember what we had to do every day?
Pete Johnson.
We had to take off
and wash it.
The windscreen and completely wash it and bleach and all sorts of cleansers, what have you.
Pete
soak
Johnson,
it.
The engineer, every day had to come in, take that off, wash it, dry it, and then spray it with Lysol.
No joke, man. It was so awful. I would get the dry heave someday. I mean, his bad breath just coming off the windscreen that he was using. I could have sued for that.
Yeah, why not?
Pretty much, right? It's kind of similar.
Sure.
Infinity Broadcasting, our old company.
Opie was awarded one dead puppy.
Little bag of puppy guts. And a poem by Frida.
It was awful. Remember that, though, Ian?
Yeah.
Every single day we had to go through this whole thing to clean out the windscreen. Infinity Broadcasting owned WYCD-FM in Southfield, Michigan. They discriminated against Aaron Weber, the station's top-rated midday disc jockey. The federal jury declared in its verdict delivered on Monday in U.S. District Court.
How did they discriminate?
Yeah, what discrimination was done?
Weber's suit claimed her violent reaction to toxic chemicals, in parentheses,
toxic,
which had been spilled in the radio station's studio in 1999, caused her to suffer chemical burns in her airways, vocal cord swelling, difficulty breathing, and laryngitis.
I love when lawyers get a hold of something. Were you? Was this annoying your throat? Yeah. Okay, so we'll write down that it was really, really detrimental to your line of work. And
it gets better. The toxic chemicals also had the effect of increasing Weber's sensitivity to her colleague's perfume.
Okay. Something was spilled in the studio.
Right, and some engineers or whatever working on the studio spilled some kind of quote there. It's in quotes. Toxic chemicals. What could that be? What could that possibly be? First of all,
it could have been head cleaner stuff, alcohol. What do you use in a studio?
I've been doing radio for 20 years or so now, including college radio, and I don't know. I don't know what it. Why don't they list it?
Acetone.
You're not really using a lot of toxic chemicals in a radio environment. So the toxic chemicals that were spilled in the studio, Anthony, had the effect of increasing Weber's sensitivity to her colleague's perfume.
Mm-hmm.
Her doctors warned of her severe allergy to the perfume worn by an afternoon disc jockey, saying further exposure could risk the possibility of death. So now some dude is just doing his stupid radio show, and he wears cologne.
Was it a chick or a guy?
Or it could be a girl.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, they said perfume. You're right. Okay. So she comes in with her perfume.
Yeah.
And how is that affecting this other broad?
Especially middays and afternoons. That means middays goes first from 10 to 3 or whatever that is, and then afternoon lady comes in at 3 to 7. So she's done by 7. So this whole next... When is this... When are they pass each other in the hallway?
Pass each other in the hallway.
All right. Her doctors warned of her severe allergy. Okay, we did that. The possibility of death. Weber's suit also said she faced retaliation after she filed a discrimination complaint with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. She argued the station did not accommodate her health issues, and she missed work, which contributed to her 2001 firing.
Country stinks.
Boy. $10 million.
Ugh.
$10.6 million. For that. No, that's why you can't.
If she was affected by the afternoon chick's, perfume, then avoid her.
Yeah. It's not worth $10.6 million.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
For sure. And Infinity just paid it out. That's
Did they?
Great.
Well, it looks like they fought it, though. I mean, it was it was in court and stuff. I'm sure they're not happy with this one. Got to defend them a little bit. I mean, they had no choice. They did fight it.
They'll appeal, too. She won't get this money right now. Guarantee that they will get knocked out. Some federal judge will throw it out.
Dude, when I see women walking around a radio station, I cringe.
I know.
Especially because what we do, I barely make eye contact. I'm like, hey, what's up? And I just walk away as fast as possible.
He looked at me and made it an uncomfortable work environment.
Yuck. There was someone in New York that heard one of our really, really bad promos. Actually, it was the Stalker Patty remix that a lot of people love, the Drew Boogie remix.
Patty.
That's what they call me.
She's a freak.
And, Patty's talking really dirty because she's reading out of, Hustler or Penthouse or whatever?
Yeah, and it's all cut up, taken out of context.
And one of the females we work for in New York City, I saw her go like this. Hit the desk, jump up, and leave. And I made the mistake of going, yeah, that one's a little rough. Because I was trying to be, nice.
Oh, boy.
It's like, yeah, that's a rough one, huh? And she was like, ugh, and walks out. I'm like, great, lawsuit. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, why did I even say anything?
Now you open
because now somehow it's going to be twisted. I'm kind of exaggerating because nothing has come of it, but that's how paranoid I am. You know?
There's got to be a certain look. If you know the type of environment you're in, if you want to work there, great. But if you don't, then don't work there. What's the problem?
Yeah. If you're working at a department store and somebody's singing the Patty song, perhaps there's a problem in that work environment. If you're in radio, no. This is what happens. This is a show.
Right.
These guys are pigs.
Yeah.
They're pigs. They talk about things that the guys I sleep with think about. That's exactly what it is.
I have the right to work in an environment where I shouldn't be subjected to the...
Oh,
subjected to another woman's perfume?
Hey, look,
it's gotten to that point?
If someone's grabbing your tits or your ass at work or constantly harassing you sexually, I mean, all right, that's one thing. I mean, you got to quit because you're cock-teasing him and he's going to have the right to take what he wants. But if you're offended by someone's perfume or their language on the air, just fucking beat it.
Leave.
Beat it!
Yeah, what happened to that? Where you're not happy in your workplace, find another goddamn workplace, or suck it up and deal with it. Now it's all about my rights and I'm suing. It's leave.
Can't hang an American flag in your cubicle in certain places because it might offend some filthy animal.
A Muslim.
Beat it. Jesus, the ACLU and these other groups just revolting.
Mm-hmm. We're losing all those battles too. We're losing all of them.
Remember as a kid, Pop pulling into the gas station, maybe to have the car repaired, and you stand there and wait, and you get such a thrill looking in the toolbox of the mechanic because he'd have nudie pictures in there. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you see that, and they made him take all those down.
Yeah,
now you can't have any type of nude or even girls in bikini pictures or anything in the workplace, even at a goddamn gas station. Oof.
It's too bad.
But then keep complaining that the guys don't want you around, and guys don't want to hang out with you, and guys don't think you're funny. That's why, because your sensibilities are not funny.
Yeah.
The majority of times, I know there's funny female I know plenty of them that are actually funny people, blah, blah.
I'm sorry.
That's fun.
I'm sorry. You know we watch TV as we do our radio show because there's news happening all the time.
Jesus.
Fox News alert. Murder suspect stalls traffic by sitting on 18-story crane.
Shoot him down.
Absolutely.
Will you just shoot this fucker?
Oh, my God.
What?
How about lowering the crane while he's on it?
How funny is that? He's like, he knows he's getting arrested, so he
climbs a crane.
18-story crane, and he's just sitting there.
That's great.
Just lower the fucking thing.
Oh, my God. You know how many people are just in traffic fucking hating that guy?
Wonderful.
All right, I'm sorry. Brian in Florida. What's up, Brian?
Hey, I got Lex and Terry down here doing the 900 thing. They're halfway through it, though. You want to hear it?
Yeah, all right. Let's listen to Lex and Terry again. They thought they got a bad rap last time.
And eggs, and then milk to the right consistency, to the right, it's perfect, you know? And then put them on your griddle or your pan with another fork. Exactly. You don't need to buy that box stuff. Everyone usually has flour, sugar. Everyone usually has this stuff in their house.
She's used to making people I'll burn VER 10 because these people are going to be here all day, Burn. This is unannounced visit. Burn. This is definitely not a weekend visit. Burn.
Oh, hey, guys do it. Are you smoking?
No.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Well, basically, they do soundboard. They call, like, phone numbers, and then they have a soundboard and play clips.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, then you just tell me so I won't ask no questions.
Okay, you're safe, though.
Not so bad, too good.
Hey, you got your Christmas present right here.
I sent it to you. If you didn't receive it, that's not my fault.
That's sad.
You know what? It probably got lost in the mail.
Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Oh, yes, it does. You know what? I didn't register it, though.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Did a mistake.
Yeah.
Next time I'll register it.
Did a mistake.
Definitely not wearing my underwear. All right, when's your birthday?
Born August 12th, 1962.
All right, that's awful. Once again.
Wow.
I thought we gave him a bad rap last time, but once again, it's just awful.
That was really bad.
Awful radio from Lex and Terry. What?
Just the phrasing of that, just awful radio.
Oh, it really is. I mean, you know. Guys never made it into a real radio market, and they got all pissed off because we listened in on their show, a month ago, and it was awful. And that sounded very awful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just bad sound clips playing to some operator somewhere, I guess. All right. Those are
inaudible sound clips.
Those are the type of bits you should do when you're not on the air. You go to a production room and you do it. You edit it down nice so it's guaranteed to be really good when you play it on the air.
Right.
But they're obviously doing it on the fly. I guess they're kind of lazy or whatever. Why are you pissed off over there, Jimmy?
Just because I set the mic creak again, and it's like it's distracting and it's hard to. I don't want to move the mic, and it's like, why wouldn't they just fucking grease it?
He threw his paperwork like a mad
I mean,
person.
we're in the middle of the bit. We're doing something, so I sit down and I want to pull this forward just to get, and that. And it's like people home hear that shit, and it's irritating, and it takes you out of what you're listening to.
Well, we're all greased up in New York, so.
I know, but just when it's something like that, it's like, come on, man.
Just grease it.
All right, we got some more Psycho Ex-Girlfriend remixes, Anthony.
Ooh, some remixes. Who do we got today?
Today we got Alan Sniffen.
Oh, okay. That could be fun. We'll put that together. That's clever.
Well,
we don't hope it works.
Frank TRC.
Steve, we got to give these guys credit. We can't just play their stuff and
give them credit
and make believe that we came up with it. These guys are working hard behind the scenes for the show. Listeners, they got a part of this program at this point, and we want to give them credit when they hand in something good. Let's go to John in Kentucky as we wait for Steve to come in here. John, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Pretty
I
good.
was calling to tell you that on that sexual harassment thing in Kentucky this week in Louisville, a guy named John Ziegler, who was a shock jock, dated a former TV reporter, and after they broke up, he got on the air and started talking about how her bush was shaved and the best boob job he had ever seen, all these other sexual things they did. She sued him for $2 million, and he won a unanimous verdict this week.
He won?
Yeah, he won.
Good, excellent.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Wow.
Good for the shock jock.
Shocking verdict.
Shock. Phil in St. Louis.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey, man.
I had, on the harassment deal again, I worked for a retail company and had a lady come in and was offended. I was a store manager at the time. Was offended because one of my people had Goofy on their shirt and it said Walt Disney World. And she tried to sue the store. She got a lawyer, and it ended up going to the legal department for our company. And she was trying to sue our company for $750,000 for allowing one of our employees to wear Goofy on their shirt. I went to the point and talked to her. I thought it was a joke, and I talked to her for 30 minutes, and this lady was just diehard. It went on for 6 months before she finally lost. That's what I couldn't figure out.
She probably has a retarded kid or something like that. Something else her ovaries did wrong, and she wants to blame Disney for it.
It's just appalling on that thing. It's like he said, passing people in the hall, just not even making eye contact, just looking down at your feet.
Oh, it's gotten to the point. It's and men are visual creatures, and you work with these women with the tight-fitting shirts and the cleavage and stuff, and of course you're
grab
gonna look.
their ass.
Of course you're gonna look.
It's come to a point where you can't even put a banana in your pants and squeeze it at school children as they walk by. What the hell is the world coming to?
I'm hip. All right, guys,
bro.
take care.
All right. Okay, Anthony, the Psycho Ex-Girlfriend versus Alan Sniffen was done by Ray from Deer Park.
Ray.
On Long
I
Island.
hope he did a good job because the premise is very good. Alan Sniffen runs the New York Radio message board. He had commented on our situation with Arthur Chien getting fired for our assault on the media.
Yeah.
So I guess he took those audio comments from his message board and put them together with the Psycho Ex-Girlfriend.
You hurt me emotionally more than anyone has ever done.
And you don't see anything wrong with that? You don't see anything strange about that?
I just don't feel the need to tell you that you are just a worthless fucking piece of crap.
Yeah, well, maybe I am.
So do you really want it to be over? Is that what you want?
You've known me a long time. We've had back and forths before.
You went out for drinks tonight. You don't call me back. You don't return my messages.
No, that had nothing to do with it.
I'm done doing this thing with you, chasing you, until the part where you exhaust me.
You created the environment, and I agree with you, but it didn't happen in a vacuum. Come on here, let's get real about what happened.
Fuck you.
Hey, it's okay to go out there and act like a lunatic. Go ahead.
I've given you everything.
You're so pompous and full of it.
You know what? Have fun with your fucking stubbornness, because I can't deal with it.
Please, by all means, it's okay. You're not a nut.
Whatever. I hate you. Because Because you know what? You've tortured me. You've made me feel like shit.
Here's the problem. I don't care. Really, I don't. This is what you get.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That was a great one.
That is a pretty good one right there. It made sense back and forth. His voice is all, excited.
Can I tell you how many times I heard that dumb theme song running through my head yesterday?
It's Alan Sniffin.
It runs through your head.
Totally. It gets stuck in your head like a commercial jingle or something.
Do we have it? I'd love to.
That's why I was getting Derek.
Just because I know it will bother people to heir it, and it will run through there. Okay.
I had it up here, and then we took it off the thing.
Derek will save
the American Psycho one's not that good, Steve? Well, we could take a listen at least.
I bought the soap at Lush.
It starts off okay, and then it kind of falls away.
All right, we'll give it a try, but first this.
I guess we're ready to go with the rest of the thing here. I need the jingle first.
Here's Alan Sniffin.
All right, this is Alan Sniffin, and I've got my response to Opie and Anthony on Board Reflections for May 24, 2004.
MusicRadio77.com.
That's right, Board Reflections.
I love it.
I guess we're ready to go with the rest of the thing here. I need the jingle first.
Here's Alan Sniffin.
All right, this is Alan Sniffin, and
where did he get the people to sing that?
He actually had to hire people, and they said, "What are the lyrics?" You say it's Alan Sniffin. All right, and then what do we do? Repeat it. Who's Alan Sniffin? I am. That's it.
Oh, you're in radio? No, I'm a dentist.
There's a jingle company that'll do that for you.
There's jingle companies.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
There's jingle companies that specifically do this stuff, and you just send them dialogue, and
we really should
crank it out.
Can we get some of that stuff done? That hokey jingle stuff for the show?
I think Rage Against the Machine has to stop, and the new theme song should be bop ba da bop. It's Opie and Anthony. Bop ba da bop.
We should steal his theme song.
Jimmy.
Bop ba bop.
Yeah, a lot of people have mentioned it sounds like a Brady Bunch song.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Of Alan Sniffin.
Let's just hope Alan has different habits than Robert Reed.
All right, let's go to Kentucky. Say hi to Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Not a whole lot. Just driving the truck, getting ready to go up to Canada. I'm in Kentucky right now.
Hold on.
Alan Sniffin. Does have kind of that quality to it, doesn't it?
Follow the money.
But when I was in the military, there was
this guy's still
talking.
Mike.
You goddamn, man.
Slow down, bro. All right, what happened to you? You were in
Whenever,
the military?
I was in Kuwait in the military, and whenever you pass an officer, you're supposed to salute and say your company motto. Well, I was in the infantry, and our company motto was all beef because there was no women or anything like that. So I passed this female officer bitch, and I saluted, said all beef, and she brought it for the post commander for sexual harassment.
Well, goddamn.
And then,
I have no idea what this guy is. Wait, what happened, Jimmy? Hold on. Jimmy's going to translate.
One of the things you got to do when you walk by an officer is salute and say your company motto.
Okay.
And because it was all guys, it was all beef. That was his company motto. So he walked by a female officer and saluted her and said all beef, and she had him brought up on some sort of sexual harassment thing. That's really odd that she's worried about sexual harassment in a Middle Eastern country like Kuwait.
Yeah.
Hey, do they make the military? They make women in the military dress in that awful clothing when they go out?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to cover their faces, don't they?
To respect the culture.
The culture. What culture?
Yeah, I know.
All the civilian women do.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as they're in uniform all
right, Mike. Thank
uniform. All right.
Okay, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
They all hold hands over there. The men. It was really creepy in the Kuwait airport. We were an hour and a half.
You actually saw the men holding hands?
Oh, my God. We were rolling. We were in the Kuwait airport because they're the laziest fucking people ever in Kuwait. Yeah. I understand why their military was overrun by Saddam because it's all what they call these third country nationals, I think they call it, TCNs, where they actually are the ones who are the military because they're all spoiled and rich in Kuwait, where they just get like $100,000 a year because they're oil rich. They don't have to work. So the guys that work are resentful and lazy. They don't like to work. So that's why they took an hour and a half to stamp, I think, 4 or 5 passports.
Come on.
Wow.
An hour and a half we sat there.
Savages.
And you saw him walking around holding hands in the
airport. It was awful. And Colin had me in tears because he was just doing topical material. And he said they're all like wearing those awful like pantsuits like the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Which the soldiers kind of just stared at that line. But it was one of the funniest things I heard while I was over there. That's exactly what they look like. Those
holding
awful
hands with other men, buying soap at Lush.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, calm down, Anthony.
Just
Let's
being
relax.
men, oil rich. Even though it's not black oil, it's white. Winds up all over you.
All right, Steve says this one is mediocre, so you want to take a listen?
Which one is it?
Psycho Ex-Girlfriend and American Psycho.
American Psycho? Okay.
It had potential is what Steve is saying.
We need to talk. I think, Evelyn, that, we've lost touch.
I don't understand.
My need to engage in homicidal behavior on a massive scale cannot be corrected, but I have no other way to fulfill my needs.
You could be so mean. Since I'm probably going to be moving back, I'm not going to be needing the cell phone.
Yeah, no,
oh my God, that was who did that? Who did that?
I don't know.
Who did it?
I don't know. Who just stopped the program?
Because the bad must also get credit.
What listener stopped the program, Steve?
What listener is responsible for that crap?
For 20 seconds we'll never have back. And it goes on for another minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
But we're getting smarter. The old days we would have played the whole thing.
we'd have played the whole thing. Now, please.
We don't have time to waste with this.
That might have been sent in anonymously and wisely.
Of course.
Good choice.
I think that was sent in from one of the guys from the Lex and Terry show.
That stunk. I like when on the message board they post it before they send it to us.
Yeah.
So they'll post it, and a few people go, "Oh, that's pretty good," or "That sucks," or something. And then they send it to us. We play it and trash it.
Yeah.
And then the message board just jumps on and trashes the person. So perhaps that one's posted somewhere, and we'll find out who it was.
I like the listeners that post their stuff on the message boards.
Yeah.
And then that stuff is never played. I was wondering why our old boss was on Imus. All right, sorry.
Who's your old boss?
Joel Hollander, who absolutely loves us and would love to bring us back to Infinity Broadcasting. Whatever. Sorry about that. Anthony, so they'll post some of their stuff, and people start commenting about it like you just said, and we never play their stuff, and then they get really pissed off. Well, I don't understand why the guys never played it.
Yeah.
Trust me. We know better.
There's a reason. If it's even remotely good, we'll play it.
This couldn't be accurate.
What?
This thing Steve just brought me, that this could not be.
What happened?
The new Sirius portable unit, the Sirius IR Instant Replay Sportster IR.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Wait.
If this is it, this company should start selling fast food out of the front door.
What happened?
Sportster IR unveiled. Now, I'm not sure. I'm thinking this. It couldn't be this awful.
Is this their big news today?
I don't know. It just says an anonymous reader sent in some juicy, and they misspelled juicy. There's no E before the Y in juicy. Stupid ass who wrote this. Photos of the new coming Sportster IR Instant Replay. According to reliable anonymous sources, the Sportster IR will be available in stores next week. Sportster IR has been redesigned to be sleeker than its predecessor with an integrated FM transmitter and a new antenna. But the real feature that everyone's been waiting for in the IR is a built-in internal memory that lets you record up to 44 minutes of content for later.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
No.
44 minutes.
This has to be a joke.
That's one Opie and Anthony segment.
This has to be
44 minutes of content.
I'd like to see this online, and it's real. This couldn't be accurate. Sirius could not be this awful. They couldn't have a 44-minute memory.
They should just get their products, and just bring them in the back door of Best Buy and Circuit City and all that and hope no one notices. Why are you sending out press releases?
Well, I understand the next thing they're going to do is they actually give you a cell phone with it so you can call somebody who's listening to it in their car, and they hold the phone up and you listen to it that way.
I mean, the MiFi just blows them away. What is the MiFi? It's hours and hours of 5 hours?
5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah, because I'm doing that all the time now. I just push record and just
44
this
minutes.
This couldn't be accurate, Steve. What's this from?
It's from a technology message board. I think it's called orbitcast.com.
44 minutes of content you can listen to. That's great.
If that's true.
Integrated FM transmitter, new antenna, but the real feature everyone waiting for, built-in memory that lets you record up to 44 minutes of content.
That's very convenient, by the way.
Oh, of course it is.
It's like a portable laser disc. It's just 30 pounds. You hold it over your head and don't jostle it. You can watch the film on your friend's back.
And it's not portable. It's plugging into things. Oh, brother. They are just awful over there. You know, and it isn't even the fact that we work here at XM. I mean, that if I didn't know the companies from a hole in the wall and then wanted to do some research and went online and really just did research.
A year ago, that's exactly what we were doing.
Well, yeah.
We researched both companies and then decided where to go.
I mean, for buying one of these things, though, you'd look and go online and go, oh, I could get this, handheld, completely portable, gets live programming, and I can record 5 hours of programming on it. Or I could get this, can't get live programming, isn't portable, 44 minutes. Man, they must have been Could you get 45? I cannot do it. 45 is impossible. Like they're serious scientists are working to squeeze an extra minute in. They had to go with 44 minutes. That is horrid.
There is a after the whole thing about Hyundai and Howard came out.
Yeah.
Some Howard fans started this, like, you know, those online polls and petitions.
Mm-hmm.
Some Howard fans started one that was like, you know, fuck Hyundai. And it's been hijacked.
Well, you got to explain the story because we're getting new listeners every day. But basically, the story is Hyundai decided to go with XM instead of Sirius because they didn't want Howard.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So they're pissed off, and Howard fans like, let's, you know, fuck Hyundai, man. And he sent out like that online thing where you just sign the petition.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe 2 or 3 Howard fans were at first, and it has been hijacked by the pests.
Really?
Oh, I'd say 35 or 40 to 1 are Opie and Anthony posts.
Our pests.
And they are hilarious. The way they're slamming the Sirius unit. Like, you know, Connor Peterson posted how Dad tied a Sirius portable around Mom and then threw her in the water. I mean, it is just fucking hilarious. This online, there's like 1,300 or 1,400 posts. 95% of them are O&A listeners, and they're just
That's classic.
Hilarious. They've completely hijacked it.
Connor Peterson. I love when Connor posts.
Yeah, or Scott from Modesto posts always makes me laugh. Or Susan S. or Andrea Y.
Of course. Someone on the message board, one of their sig pics is the actual gravestone of the Yates kids. Have you seen that?
Oh, I know who he is.
Oh, you do?
He's the racist guy. I forget his name. He's really racist, but really funny. I wish I could remember his name.
It's some of the stuff they do is so wrong and so bad on that board. It's got like, and what is it? Mommy's 5 little jokes or something, and it's the actual Yates tombstone with the little pictures of them on there.
Just horrible.
Just awful.
And all he does is these racist sig pics, which are just brutal and uncalled for. You have to laugh at them, though, because they're funny. And it's the same theme in every one. But if you go on there, you'll find one. I wish I could remember his name. I'm so annoyed, because I looked at a bunch of his stuff the other day, and I got a good laugh out of it.
Speaking of which, maybe Steve could find this. I'm looking at the audio we have for today's program. Yeah. Boating safety promo airs during Amber Fry movie last night.
What?
You have that?
Yeah.
They did the Amber Fry movie last night, Anthony. It's not really worth going through. But they were doing this boating safety promo going into commercials.
Oh, man.
Where is that thing?
Amber Fry. An Amber Fry movie?
Amber Fry movie.
Gives a shit.
And as they go to commercial, they're telling you how you should, boating safety tips.
What was the name of the movie? Pussy to Kill For.
Boating safety. Make sure you clean all the pieces of cinder block out from under the seats.
Here it is, Anthony.
Tomorrow, do you have plans to go out on a boat this summer? Every year, hundreds of lives are lost and thousands are injured in outings turned tragic. We'll have a warning that could save your life on the early show.
Fucking local. Oh, that's not even. That's the national news. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
They have to tie in everything. They have to tie in the movie of the week and the. Of course. So they have an Amber Fry movie going on, and of course the news has to pop on and talk about boating safety tips.
Boating safety. How you can lose your life in a boat. Yeah,
wow.
Sure.
Are you pregnant? Is your husband bringing home, like, cement and a rowboat? Jesus. How to get a hotel under a different name. Oh, the news sucks.
They really are the worst.
They did it last night after American Idol. Learn more about the idols, but first, firemen kill. It was like, you motherfucker. How do you tie in? It was a local some kind of a fire or something that just killed people here in D.C., and they tie it in with the American... That's the teaser, the American Idol, which is why, again, when you see a reporter get fired, fuck them.
Yeah.
That's who they are. We'll talk more about the winner, but first, a family dies in a pieces of shit.
They love the big teaser. They love to tie into whatever movie you're watching.
Who cares about the family? I want to hear about the Idols thing. Don't make us wait for that.
I actually saw when the network premiere of Independence Day years ago, they actually had a news tie-in about UFOs and could it happen in our city. It was the most ridiculous tie-in. Like, could flying saucers come down and blow up our national monuments? We'll tell you at 11. What? They have to tie into every little movie and every little thing, thinking they're going to scoop you up to watch because you're watching the movie.
If there's an invasion, will they actually have a black guy fly the rescue ship? Tune in.
Oh, brother. All right.
Armed fugitive on the crane. The cops should just shoot him out of that fucking crane.
Dude,
they should just blast
Is that him right there?
Yeah, it is beyond funny. The guy is 18 stories up in the air in this crane. Traffic is at a standstill.
A tucked-in shirt and khakis. Please, God, let him fall.
He's wanted for murder, and they don't know what to do.
Shoot him!
I didn't get a beating death of his girlfriend. Her badly beaten body was found on Tuesday.
Good camera work, by the way. He's moving up the crane, and the camera's staying where he was.
Just staying there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Guilty. Shouldn't there be a blonde on his hand, and he should be on the Empire State Building?
They want him back on the ground. Well, no shit.
Yeah.
Armed fugitive on crane in Atlanta. He's armed?
Yeah.
And he's going to a good vantage point with a weapon.
That book expository building.
Why aren't they shooting this man down? Why are they not shooting this man?
Why is he on a crane holding up traffic?
They should just shake that crane violently.
Keep tabs on that story.
Or lower it. Just lower the crane.
Why does it take so long to do things? It's not like a movie. It takes hours for them to do things in real life.
Speaking of movies, I saw National Treasure last night instead of The Aviator.
You
Nicolas
did.
Cage movie.
Oh my God, I would have went with The Aviator.
Of course, or Deep Throat, because it had a better storyline.
Yeah.
This
really?
movie was so awful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw it in the hotel also. Really. Like, it looked like it could have been cool from the trailer, and it was just a bad, like, Disney movie.
Oh, it was awful.
Really
Yeah, it was
terrible.
Disney, you're right.
Yeah.
What was that movie about again?
They want to, there's like some story of treasure having been hit by the forefathers, which was actually a good idea.
Yeah, the founding fathers had buried a bunch of treasure somewhere.
And the clues were on money
or something.
The
clues are on money and on documents, like the Declaration of Independence.
Okay, that's what they had to get at,
And
right?
they had to get to the back of the Declaration of Independence, so
they
had to actually get the copy, which is really under a lot of security. And the premise is good, but when it started and I saw the Disney logo, I was like, it's a Disney movie.
And they decide in a week they're going to steal the Declaration of Independence. And, of course, the chick that runs the National Archives is a beautiful blonde who eventually gets involved in the... Oh, by the way, at the end, they find the treasure.
Yeah, of course they do.
And it's buried under the church on Broadway in New York, like 5 stories down.
Right.
So Nicolas Cage gets the treasure at the very end. So don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
I hope you were on your way to rent it, fuckheads. It was awful. Unfortunately, he didn't uncover an acting lesson. That stiff asshole.
God,
he's horrendous.
He's horrendous in every movie. He plays the same exact role.
But he's had a career that spans years and very successful motion pictures.
He was very good, and I will say, leading Las Vegas, he was great in. He really was great in that one movie. But he's just awful. The same guy. It's like when he tries to deliver funny or... you're not charming, stupid. Act like the nephew of a genius. That's what you should be. You're the nephew of a genius.
Yeah, I just saw Face Off recently, too, and that was just... his acting in there is so bad.
Dude, when John Woo lands at JFK, they actually cut off his balls and hold them at the airport until he flies back to China. He should never be allowed to direct another American film. He did Hard Boiled. He did A Better Tomorrow. He did The Killer. The guy is great when he's doing Asian films in Asia. He's amazing. That Chow Yun-Fat all comes from the John Woo movies. He's brilliant. Tarantino stole all those camera angles, those double gun pointed at each other shit. Everybody dies at the end like was written in True Romance. That's all John Woo. But overseas, here, he can't do any of it.
Why is that?
because we stink and we're a dumb country. I don't know, why do we award $11 million to some whore who works at a country station who doesn't like somebody's CK1? We're dummies. We're a nation of dummies. We really are.
That's funny. All right, let's get back to the Psycho Ex-Girlfriend remixes, Anthony. We have another one here that features one of our pals, Ron from Ron and Fez, Anthony.
Oh! That's all.
That's all you had on that?
Because I'm reading. I just sound excited about it because it's our pal, Ron. And I go, oh! And then I'm reading, like, instant feedback.
All right, this is from Ass Suck at Whackbag.
Is that The Ass Suck?
The Ass Suck came up with this one.
Hey, buddy.
I don't understand how you could be so mean.
You know, you're as high as Elvis.
You know what? You hurt me physically that night, which was crossing the line, and you expect me to be the perfect girlfriend. You pushed me to the point where I couldn't walk for 2 weeks.
Right now, just to make sure, you and I will never be in the same room together alone. Just so we know. Just to keep me from doing anything horrible.
You hurt me emotionally more than anyone has ever done in my entire life. I just want you to know that.
I'll do it tonight, bitch. I'll do it tonight.
And you tortured me, and you knew all my insecurities and all my weaknesses, and you play on them.
And then I guess when he was unconscious, he raped me. He raped me. I've been raped. And my jaw's broken. I think I'm pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. Abort it. I don't want a criminal baby. Abort it. Fuck you. Call here again and I'll rip that damn phone out of the wall. I'm not playing games with you. I'm not effing playing games. I'll chase you down the damn street with it. Bitch.
That's not bad.
It started awful and got good.
Yeah.
It had some moments there, right?
It ended well.
Yeah.
Psycho, you're on Ron and Fez. Hi, Psycho.
Psycho.
Hi, Psycho.
We have an update on those guys?
No,
Nothing really? Okay.
I don't know.
All right,
I was hoping to give my D.C. gig a couple of plugs if we can talk to them, because I can't do regular radio in D.C. here, you know. The old dumpster gums and Mike. No, you can't. I wouldn't even ask them. They're too awkward for them. If Don and Mike bully these poor guys out to lunch, you know they're going to give Ron and Fez a lot of crap in the same studio.
You know, Big Kev was doing some kind of one of those sci-fi shows down here in D.C., and wanted to just show up on Ron and Fez's show and talk, and the program director said no, because he's too tied into our show. They're so petrified of any aspect of Opie and Anthony turning up on an Infinity station.
Well, that's also he's kissing Don's ass, because the program director is obviously a paranoid faggot. I don't know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
But he's obviously just such a scared, pussy-whipped, fucking one-market zilch. And that's what you are.
Yeah.
You're all one-market nothing.
I don't even know his name.
Of course, no
idea.
one knows his name.
All right. We have one more, Anthony. Pat O'Brien versus Sergeant Hartman, as far as these remixes go.
Really?
I don't know if... Steve, is this one all right? Where's Steve? Thumbs up? Oh, uh-oh.
Giving the...
Uh-oh. He gave this.
The hand.
He gave the...
Put your hand out flat and then
wiggle.
Shake it, wiggle it.
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
It starts off okay. It might have been a nice concept, but it then falls off.
Thumb down, pinky up.
Yes.
Pinky down, thumb up, repeat.
That's either the I'm not sure or the Ben Sparks steady as a rock pose.
Could this be the death of another bit?
It might be. It might be.
This is what sucks. This is what happens with the show. The listeners take over. Do some great stuff for us, and then it takes just one, and then next thing you know, no one sends in anymore.
You put it in the ground.
Kind of like that Ramon thing that happened a few months back.
Ramon, run this into the ground.
The listeners coming up with the Ramon promos, and then all of a sudden it was done, and no one even wants to hear the name Ramon anymore.
I do.
You do?
I love Steve Ramon's promos.
Jimmy was the one that told me to keep going with it.
I did. I felt that there was something still there, because even if it's bad, it's still kind of funny that it's just, there's such an idiotic relationship.
All right. Well, let's listen to
do another one by the time we get back from break.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You're so fucking hot.
Who the fuck said that?
It's me.
Holy dog shit, the very fucking godmother said it.
I'm so fucking into you.
Ah! Well, no shit. What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
Let's just fucking have sex and go crazy.
Are you shook up? Are you nervous? Yes, sir.
I want you badly. I know you want me. I
Thank you very much. I'll bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
Yes, suck my cock.
Shit, I'll bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Yes.
You little piece of shit, you look like a fucking worm.
Let's have fun. I want to fucking eat you and fuck you and suck your tits.
Get on your knees, scumbag! You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and shit down your neck! You little scumbag! I got your ass!
Steve was accurate.
It didn't make much sense.
Yeah. It wasn't horrendous.
Yeah.
But it was...
because I love hearing those clips.
Yeah.
They're always great to hear.
I forgot how good Get on Your Knees, scumbag.
Oh, that is a good one.
That's a vicious line. He means it.
Yes, he does.
Get on your knees, scumbag.
Now choke yourself! Oh, love it.
All right. With that, we'll take a break.
All righty.
Oh, God.
Well, Opie, what?
This is hilarious. These guys can't take shit. It's hilarious.
Who can't?
Who's this?
This is Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
I was just calling you to give you the 411 on Lex and Terry this morning slamming you again. I think it's Army time.
God, these guys don't they understand they're playing right into our hands? We're a national talk show just trying to get exposure all over the country, and they're giving us exposure down in Florida, and I guess they're in a few other markets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm calling from Tampa right now. You guys want their number?
Are they doing it now, or?
Well, they just went to commercial. They got a number. It's called 800-977-DO-US.
800-977 what?
DO-US.
D-O-U-S?
That is it, man.
Yuck. How naughty.
Naughty.
Oh, they're a sassy one. Sit the kids in the other room when you put on these firecrackers.
Do
us. Tee-hee-hee. Tee-hee-hee. What's the matter with 1-900 jizz bags taken? Do us.
Wow, these guys can't take anything. We've slammed them for maybe 15 seconds.
We got a little upset.
And now they're going off on us? That's perfect for us.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what the Army can do today, the O&A Army. 1-800-977-DO-US.
Do us. Try not to giggle when you're dialing. Naughty, naughty radio show. Hand over mouth.
What?
Tomorrow they do a bit where they call it Drunk Bitch Friday, where they have this chick in there and they get her drunk like all day long or all morning long. You guys should just pound them tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure that's a really sincere bit. I'm sure she's really drunk.
Yeah.
If they're really doing it, I got it. You know, if we're going to be honest here, it sounds like it could be a good bit.
Drunk bitches are always funny.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
unless you're married to one.
It'd be stupid to sit. It'd be stupid to sit here and go, "Wow, that sounds hacky." It sounds like it has potential.
Yeah, they can't go very far with it, of course, you know, because of the FCC or whatever. But they take a lot of phone.
Can't rape her.
Yeah, exactly. Just guys, again, just pull over before you dial that number. What is it, 1-900 or 1-800?
1-800.
What a dummy I am, 1-900. Who would have a 900 number for a radio station?
1-800-977-DO-US.
Do us.
Do us.
You know, all of us.
Will you shut up?
Jesus, dude, you just... All right, what were you saying, dude?
Shut up.
Will you shut up?
Hold on.
Not talking to you.
Yeah.
We're talking to the caller. What are you saying?
Yeah, what?
I was just saying the
Shut up! No, dude, hold on a second. I'm trying to get the number out. 1-900, 1-800. Dude, is it 1-800?
1-800.
Shut up. Me. Do us. Tee-hee. Oh, Lex and... I don't know what Lex and Terry do. Just tell them you don't want to listen to them. They'll understand, believe me.
The funny thing is, this guy still
has no idea. Hold on, what's that, Chatty Cathy doll? I didn't hear you.
The worst.
I was wondering if they had to tie you up every now and then to calm you down.
No, I'm not actually. My breathing's been a little off lately. I'm very concerned about it. I don't know what it is. I think it's something with my whatever.
Your heart. A little stressful. You're a little stressed.
Well, cool. You guys go on the tag, man. We'll talk.
It's annoying me. Oh, he was just nonstop. But he's a good boy. 1-800.
What?
I'm laughing. It's funny. 4 letters. AIDS. 1-800-DO-US. I don't know, guys. That's a little naughty.
That is racy.
I don't know. What if parents hear that with their kids?
You know, because they understand what do us means.
Yeah.
Talking about sex.
That's right.
If you're going to get clever with a phone number, that's how you do it. You just have the number, then it spells out AIDS, and let everyone else figure it out eventually.
Well, apparently there's a bunch of unfunny bits, and they screamed out, do us. And that's what that show did. Fucking hillbillies.
All right, this is a perfect opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, I got to take a leak.
Ooh, Anthony,
Well,
it's very rare
all-
that you take a leak.
I know. Gotta go.
All right.
Shotgun. Oh, 1-800-DO-ANT. Oh, no, that's 5 letters. Who cares? Still funny. Horn beep, horn beep.
Who's coming to the bathroom with me?
Me.
All of you?
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, let's,
hog the stall so Ant has to stand at the urinal.
Yeah, Ant doesn't like standing at
You
the
bet
urinal.
he doesn't, especially when someone's leaning over going,
That's right.
making the yummy noise.
Jimmy gets a little personal.
He sure does.
Nothing wrong with one friend just talking to another friend, walking him through something.
All right, I think Dee Dee's going to come back in, do some more news for us.
All right.
And blah, blah, blah. We'll figure out what to do in a minute or two here. Hit that.
Live from Washington, D.C.
On this day, prescribed by law and marked by ceremony, we are led to one conclusion.
This place
just blows.
You're being harsh.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I'm not the one who's trying to be. I'm not the one who's trying to be your enemy. Yeah. That's something you need to change. I'm not the one who's trying to be your enemy. That's something you need to change.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program live from Washington, D.C. It's Ope, it's Ant, it's little Jimmy Norton, and that guy is still on that crane, 18 stories up. He climbed up there yesterday afternoon, right? We're up to Thursday, right?
No way.
He's been up there since Wednesday afternoon.
No way.
Yeah.
Why aren't they just shooting him down?
I don't know.
He beats his girlfriend to death, and then climbs up there, refuses to come down. Is he throwing feces at the officers?
He's gonna like run and leap onto a crane that's next to him, throw on his back.
Oh, you see what's going on? There's an intersection below him, so they're concerned for the guy's safety up on the crane and people below. Why don't they just,
You have to be kidding.
rope off the area and then start shooting at
Or
him?
maybe have Jim Fowler come in there with some kind of a dart.
A dart that could render him unconscious?
Yeah.
Get the crocodile hunter. Is he still around?
Yeah.
I think after that bomb of a movie he made, he
What
went
movie was that?
and hid.
A National Treasure?
Yeah.
That was good.
Hey, John in Iowa, what's up?
Hey, I wanted you to hear these tool bags in Davenport.
Oh, all right. We're doing a little of this today, Anthony.
Yeah, might as well. Listen in on radio shows. See how good they are.
All right, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
going to Iowa.
Well, I think I've changed my mind. I don't believe I'm going to do this. It doesn't sound legit.
Well, ma'am, what should I tell the party? He sounds
Just
like...
tell him I don't believe that's who's calling. That's what you can tell him.
Oh, okay, so...
All right.
So, Mr. Tom Selleck, I will tell him that Doris will not accept the charges.
Because I don't believe that's actually who it is.
Right.
I mean, the money he's got, he
Frank
wouldn't
gone
be
wrong.
calling collect.
Yeah, I don't know what he didn't tell me why he's calling collect, although he made it pretty clear that he needed to speak to you.
Yeah, well...
Would you like me to put him through?
No, I don't believe so. Thank
right.
you.
All righty then. Shoot, I shouldn't have said anything. 10 cents a minute, he's not going to risk it.
And then she decided,
no way!
And the worst part about that is now no one is going to be able to hear my dead-on Tom Selleck. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the heck. There she was all ready to go, but then...
Did you hear any of that?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Did you understand their stupid bit?
Yeah, basically you got Tom Selleck calling collect to talk to somebody.
Some idiot.
Right, and hopefully the person will accept the charges, and then Tom
Right.
Selleck... Oh,
And it
my
has to
God.
be their grandma. They're calling their grandma.
Oh, they're calling their grandma?
Right.
She won't sue.
Oh, there you go. You call your own relatives, and they're not going to sue.
Where's
This is
Jim
Iowa,
Norton
right?
at?
Yeah.
Yeah. What show is this, Brilliance on?
They're called Dwyer and Michael. So they used to be on 97X, and then they went to a Clear Channel, I think, and they just suck dick now.
That sounds pretty funny, though, man, because... here's what I like. When a bit bombs and nothing happens, then you go off the air and you discuss all the funny things that could have happened and you fake laugh at it.
Right.
Yeah, that would have been really great. Shucks, heck, darn. Yeah.
And guess what? They got a stupid cunt sitting in with them every day,
Oh,
too.
jeez. Jesus, dude. All right, let's calm down, Mike.
I know.
What did he just say?
I don't know.
We're pretty much one of a handful of shows that don't have a female co-host.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or female news person.
Did I say?
Unless we're in Washington with Dee Dee. What?
Oh, is that Dee Dee?
Yeah, that's Dee Dee.
Oh, hi, Dee Dee.
Hi.
I J.O.'d to you yesterday, baby.
Did you really?
Yeah, and right when Jim was getting ready to drop a log, I caught it in my mouth.
Oh, okay.
I'll punch it out.
This guy, he's got pizzazz.
Yeah, we like John.
He's got spunk.
All right, see you guys.
Bye, fella.
Bye.
Thanks for that wacky radio alert or whatever there.
All right,
That's pretty funny, though, because Tom Selleck, can you imagine, guys, like, all kidding aside, if Tom Selleck called you? I mean, the laugh possibilities are just endless.
Why would you do the whole, will you accept the charges and act like an operator? Why don't you, if you do such a great Tom Selleck, just get right into the bit? This is Tom Selleck, and I want to talk to Doris.
Right.
Yeah, you want a contest.
Accept the charges.
But he doesn't even get to the actual bit, which is to do his Tom Selleck to a stranger and see if they buy it.
Like, I do a really funny thing where sometimes I'll go home, and I do a great Jim from Taxi, and I'll ask people if they have Prince Albert in a can. And when they say yes, I'll just go, oh, and then hang up. And just gets big laughs.
That's great.
Everybody has, like, real genuine laughs. 1-800-DO-US. You nuts. Those guys are incorrigible. I don't know who's worse, Terry or Lex. Lex or Terry, who knows? I don't even know if Terry is cock or a breasts.
Yeah, what is it?
What is Terry? Is it an I, T-E-R-R-I, or why?
It's guys, girls.
Guy and a girl,
Guy and a
probably?
girl?
Probably. The one sensible, smart one, and the one wacky fella.
Right.
All right, Dee Dee, you want to do some more news? Maybe
Sure.
real news this time?
Hey, I had like a Rob Lowe story, and I did good before, right?
You tricked us with the Rob Lowe.
I know. Well, you know. All right, how about Staten Island Animal Shelter? What?
Animal shelter?
It's about an animal shelter
Wait,
in
where's...
Staten Island.
Wait, what the hell is that?
What?
Nothing, sorry. I don't know. What the...
Somebody hit a button.
Okay, there you go.
Start over?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dee Dee.
Okay, Staten Island. An animal shelter begins killing kittens. What?
Okay, we see. What? All right.
Hold on, I was just laughing because they're making faces in the other room. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, can you start again?
You asses, stop with that. Okay, go ahead, Dee. I'm sorry, Dee Dee. Go ahead.
Yeah, just start
I was
over.
looking in here. All
I
right.
know.
Anyway,
It's Dee Dee with the news, everybody. Go ahead, Dee Dee.
the last few months, the Staten Island Animal Shelter has been trying to find homes for all the kittens that come in there. Why are you laughing?
No reason.
Well,
you make Steve sound like Voss.
Well, Steve is jumping up and down making goofy faces. I'm sorry. He's trying to distract the show, so...
Nothing.
I didn't hear, first of all, they're all laughing. I didn't hear where this took place or what was happening.
All right, I'm sorry.
Something about animals.
What's the
It's
story?
in Brooklyn, something about animals.
Yes.
Where was it?
Steve, stop, okay?
I was told Staten Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're right. You got the news story. I don't.
All right, stop. I didn't even hear that because I was telling Steve to stop. All right, so why don't we start again here? Why don't we make believe nothing happened yet? Okay, here we go.
With the news.
Okay. All right, Staten Island. Animals. What is so funny?
Dude. What's he there? Nothing. I know.
Anyway, there's an animal shelter that's killing kittens.
Because I live on Long Island.
All right.
Is that where that
No,
was?
it's not Long
It's
Island.
not Long Island, dude.
Where was it?
I'm not going to say. Anyway, the last few months, this animal shelter has been trying to find homes for all the kittens that come in there. It's not funny. And because they can't find homes, many cute kittens are going to be turned into General Tso's chicken. Why are you laughing?
And why are they going to be turned into General...
Because they're at full capacity, so they have to do it. So come on, people, go get a kitten. Don't let them die.
A kitten?
Well, I can't even...
Listen,
They're gonna kill them because they're at full capacity.
They only kill kittens when
He's mocking me.
I'm not mocking you.
You said kittens.
That's kittens. That's the way you say it whenever there's a hard T sound. Do you prefer Brooklyn or Manhattan?
Brooklyn.
Have you ever been in Manhattan?
Nope.
Okay.
You're trying to get me to say Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Damn it.
Do you like Manhattan or Australia?
Australia.
Do
Because
you
they
like-
have an accent.
Do you like wearing the gloves With all the fingers, or those other things where it's just the thumb?
Yeah.
What do they call that?
I forgot. What's
covers your thumb and then the other 4 fingers?
You know, you wear them in the winter.
Gloves?
Not gloves.
Mittens! All right. Any more?
Mittens for kittens.
Yes.
In Staten Island.
Staten Island and mittens. You have to. It's just a very hard T sound, which we like. You pronounce it properly. It just sounds weird.
Because I'm from the Midwest, Chicago.
No, I know you're from Chicago. That's where they say kittens.
Kittens.
Spank me. Kittens. Kittens. Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Clittering. Clittering.
Okay, so go get a kitten so they don't die.
All right. Get a kitten.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you know what that is, go get one.
It's a cat, little cat.
Okay.
All right. So for the 10 people listening to us in Staten Island, they're all going to
No, Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island. Okay, teach me how to say it, Jimmy.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Yeah,
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
My tongue goes the other way.
Staten. It's like whenever there's a T like there, like Manhattan or Staten, you usually say Manhattan or Staten Island.
Staten
or
Island.
Kitten.
Kitten.
Instead of kitten.
No one says Staten Island.
Or kitten.
Manhattan is awful, too.
I guess I got it from Joliet, Illinois.
How do you say Jim Norton?
Jim Norton.
Okay, see, that's right. You have like the sound in Norton. You don't hard the T. Jim Norton.
I didn't even realize the word 10 was in the word kitten until just now.
Kitten. Staten.
Staten.
All right.
I can't help it, sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
It's okay, Dee Dee. You're adorable. Let's go.
Okay, there's some parents who can't teach their child to be a witch. Yep, 2 divorced Indianapolis parents can't upset the...
Indianapolis, home of Bob and Tom, right?
Ew.
Right? You're not supposed to say that you're in Indianapolis when you're in their studio, apparently. That you're not supposed to tell anybody, but they are based out of Indianapolis. Apparently it's a big secret.
Ooh, why?
I don't know. I didn't mean let the kitten out of the bag.
Okay.
Oh, because they want people from wherever they're, being heard to feel like they are in our town.
Right.
Man.
They're local.
They're a local show for us.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Another stupid thing that a programmer tries to teach you.
Really?
Try to make yourself sound local.
My former PD.
Right? You used to say that shit?
He said it all the time. He said that's the reason why we'll beat XM and Sirius, because we're going to be local. He drilled that into our heads. Every program.
Whoever he is, I hope he's killed in a drunk driving accident.
Name, but
why not? He's a program director. You're not insulting him.
That is just stupid.
His initials are JW.
Ooh.
Is there an E in between them?
No. No, he's not.
All right, so witches doing what to their kids or something?
The parents can't teach their child to be a witch. 2 divorced Indianapolis parents are upset that they can no longer expose their son to Wicca. And the man and his ex-wife are pissed about the judge's order to not expose their son to any alternate religions. So they're really mad about that. And they're currently it's under appeal right now.
Well, is it because it's in the stop trying?
Did she say under a pill?
Appeal! I said not appeal. I said appeal.
How the hell did you get under a pill?
I didn't say appeal.
Yeah.
You did.
You did.
Yeah, you did
Okay,
a little
well,
bit.
I didn't mean
Just
to.
a little bit.
Why can't they be exposed to Wicca?
Well, you know what? They should be able to, because... Are you making fun of how I say Wicca now?
Oh, you say Wicca, right? I can actually hear both C's when she says it.
Wicca.
Wicca.
I can't help it.
That's okay. You're doing a fine job. Any other news?
Yeah.
All right.
How about dog food makes for a shitty diet? This is a good one.
Old people, listen up.
In Milan, a family figured out why their fat son was not losing weight after they put him on a diet. The kid had been eating the dog's food. He was only caught after the family pet bit him in the ass. Ooh. And the fat little bastard was tipping the scales at 70 kilograms, which is 155 pounds if you didn't know that.
Who cares?
And the dad thought the dog was getting thin but did not bother to investigate. So
that kid should have gasoline poured on him.
Eating dog food, I guess, because he was hungry.
Wow, this is just like listening to CNN when Dee Dee does the news.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Hey. All right.
Why go to the Fox News channel when you got Dee Dee giving you the same story?
Scoop.
Jesus.
Did you get the story about the 86-year-old woman in Charlotte, North Carolina?
No. Why don't you tell me?
She was jailed after police said she called emergency dispatchers 20 times in a little more than a half hour, all to complain that a pizza parlor wouldn't deliver. This old relic called 911 20 times.
When the cops came to arrest her, she fought and bit and scratched them.
Yes.
She's like 90 pounds.
We're trying to get the audio.
How old is she?
86.
Oh, my God.
She's just nuts, though. Someone like that is just a bona fide nut.
She's crazy, yeah.
She's an old lady. She's nuts.
She, when the police officers arrived at her apartment, the 5-foot-tall, 98-pound woman attacked the officer, scratching him, kicking him, and bit his hand.
Wow.
Oh, choppers probably popped out on his hand. All drooly. Ugh.
His hand still smells.
Oh.
Her plaque.
Like baby powder and Efferdent.
Old lady mouth. It should smell like fist. That cop should have put on a glove and just caved her teeth in with his fist. All 90 pounds of her.
That's a cute little story.
That's a cute little story.
I would love to hear those 911 calls.
She's not as bad, though, as like the younger people that do it, because you're 86. You're obviously a nut.
She's insane.
She's a nut, yeah. She's just I mean, she should just be killed.
The Alzheimer's.
That's what I was just going to say. It was probably that.
What?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
What?
I think she's right, actually. I think you're right.
I didn't say... I said it right.
How you say it?
Say it first, though.
No, say it actually. Say it. You might be right.
Alzheimer's.
You're right. You're actually right.
He's right.
He actually pronounces the Z just because of the Z in the word. How do you say it?
I'm not going to repeat it.
Why? You're right.
No, you really are right this time, Didi. Go ahead.
No, because you're fucking with me right
No,
now.
not at all.
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
All right. Any other stories there?
Me or him?
You.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well,
you were
you're
looking
the
at
news
him.
person.
You were looking at
Whenever
him.
there's a Z in a word, I just drop it. I just remove that Z. There's no need for it. Let's go to the
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nebraska State's
news
attorney...
group I go to, alt.heimers.sex.
You ever go to the ooh, look at the animals, or listen to 100?
Go to the ooh. Alzheimer's?
Okay, I'm going to talk about Nebraska.
All right,
I'm done with that.
I saw a Tebra at the ooh.
I said Nebraska with an N.
Yeah.
All right,
you're good at saying Nebraska.
All right. Nebraska State's attorney is sorry for making comments about a molested boy. Attorney General for Nebraska, John Bruning's office, is in hot water for comments.
Oh, dear! You will be molested.
Oh, that's bad. He made about a 9-year-old boy who was allegedly molested while under the state's care. The attorney's office claimed the mother was at fault for the abuse since the child had to be removed from her care. That's just fucked up. The judge prevented this defense from occurring, and Bruning's office has since apologized.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of like, blaming a radio show when a reporter is fired. Well, if the mother had been a better mother, the kid never would have been molested.
Right.
That's wrong. And I have another story. My last story is for Jim.
Ooh.
Okay. Police in Peoria...
That's Richard Pryor's hometown, by the way.
It's near my hometown, Peoria.
Yes. Yeah, it's Pryor's
hometown. Okay. Police in Peoria, Illinois have been struck... No, Peoria.
Yeah, you didn't say
Peoria.
Peoria. You went Peoria.
Whatever! God.
Staten Island and Peoria.
Police in Peoria, Illinois, have been struck dumbfounded by the first...
In Illinois?
Yeah, Illinois.
Okay.
Illinois?
Yeah. No, you're right. Who cares about the I? It's an E as far as she's concerned.
Damn it.
You're right.
Ellen.
Right.
Illinois.
Well, anyway, can I finish?
Do you like the elephants in the ooh?
Elephants. All right.
All right, let's start over.
From the top?
Yeah, because we don't know
We have ADD. Go ahead.
All right, ADD. Police in Peoria, Illinois, have been struck dumbfounded by the first prostitution case in the area. So I thought you'd like this.
Yes.
A 47-year-old Christian school teacher thought her snatch was worth $200. Yep. She advertised in an escort ad and was caught by police in her Love Nest apartment. And a spokesperson stated that $200 should buy you a hot young call girl in a posh hotel. So I thought you'd like that prostitution.
I do. Pryor's mother, funny bit of trivia, was a prostitute.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
She was a call girl in Peoria, and his grandmother was a madam.
No.
Peoria?
Yeah, Peoria, Illinois. Yes, that's
Peoria.
Right.
All right, Matt from Nebraska has a question for Dee Dee. Matt?
Yo.
God.
What's up, Matt?
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Dee Dee. I was wondering, are you wearing satin panties or cotton panties?
What type do you wear?
Yeah, do you wear the satin
You
or
just
the
thought you say the T.
or the cotton or cotton?
Do you like cotton or satin?
I wear both.
Which do you prefer?
Well, it depends. Like, if I'm out, on a date, the satin.
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 Satin. Okay.
That is really hard to say.
You like satin.
And then for just hanging around, you might use the what? Cotton.
Cotton and satin.
What a chore to speak.
Cotton.
Yeah. How do you say satin, Reg? You just say it.
Satin.
God, we all have accents. We know that, but you just amaze us with yours.
Yeah,
How do you say Satan?
Who put the
Satan.
Satan.
Satan is a devil.
Satan.
Satan.
Satin.
All right.
Okay. Satin.
Give me an God.
Okay. Very good.
Satin.
Proper pronunciation.
You want to do one of these sex advice things while Dee Dee's in the studio?
Sure.
Sue Johansson?
Oh, God. Oh, Dr. Sue Johansson from Oxygen Channel. She's a trip.
Oh, you know her?
Yes.
You like her?
She plays with, like, those two dolls. The blue doll and the red doll. The blue doll's for the boy, the red doll's for the girl.
Really?
She, like, does these positions. She's like, she's a trip. Yeah.
I've only heard clips of her. I haven't
Oh,
seen
my
the
God.
show.
Oxygen Channel.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is
It's
on
hilarious.
my cable provider.
It's not supposed to be hilarious, though,
Right
is
next
it?
to the
It's
soap
funny
sales
because
channel.
she told one guy, I'll save it.
Oh, no, what happened?
Okay, one day this
Say it,
guy
Doug,
called
say
up
it.
about butt plugs, and she said, try it while you're vacuuming. She told him, I just thought that was funny.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
She told the guy to just try it out while he was vacuuming.
You sure she wasn't talking about butt plug removal?
No, she...
I tried the vacuum.
No, she'd say, just try it out while you're vacuuming. You may like it.
That's funny. I'm funny.
And you love this show, huh? Maybe it's for women.
You know what? It's funny. I think it's hilarious.
I
would like to get through and ask her. I don't know. Come
What
up
would
with
you
a-
want to ask
I don't
her?
know.
Yeah, what would you ask Sue Johansson?
I think you do know.
The
I
grandma
don't
that gives
know,
out
no.
sex advice.
I don't know what I would ask her, but it would be fun to get through to her and just make up something.
Well, what would you make up? I'm sure if you're on the phone, you have to think on the fly. You've thought about this.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You should do sex advice with Dee Dee.
It's not a bad idea. Dee Dee's a pervert. Dee Dee is a little
I'm not a pervert
filthy
just
pervert.
because you like the whip. That
You like to
doesn't
be
make me a
whipped and have
pervert.
nipple clamps and cock rings. You are a filthy girl. You're a dirty
Okay,
girl.
and who has hookers?
Oh, I'm awful. I know I'm awful.
I love these two, man. There's something going on here.
I know.
Actually, somebody did send me an email. I have to forward it to you guys.
Yeah.
He photoshopped mine in his...
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Of you two going at it?
Well, like we're getting married or something in a private room house.
See, you two definitely live in the same world.
Yes, we do.
And you both know it. That's what I love about what I see going on here.
But
I don't think there's any real attraction here, but you could.
Oh, I know
but
what
you
Dee
guys
Dee wants.
I
know what Dee Dee wants.
You guys can relate to each other.
What do I want, Jim?
Dee Dee wants a good bottom reddening.
Yeah.
She knows how to redden her bottom properly. She knows it. Of course she knows it. How could she not know it?
Likes getting that ass slapped.
Of course she does.
But not by everybody.
I know that, but she understands that spanker properly. Dee Dee definitely understands
Would
that.
you let Jimmy spank you properly?
She understands what I would do. I'd slide the panties down a little bit. You know, you spank, and then you just make sure you have to. This is what you do, and you part the thighs a little bit gently, and you make sure the person's not getting wet. If the person's getting wet, you spank them harder because
that's a
absolutely.
no-no.
And they know they're not supposed to get wet, and they get wetter. It's a reality.
Wow, Jimmy.
Maybe
Wow.
you can slap the.
He's into it. You know he is, because he knows a lot about it.
That's the truth. You make sure that you tell them do not get
And that makes them get wetter, right, Dee Dee?
Of course it does. You pull the
Look at her.
panties tight.
She's trying to fan herself right now.
But she knows it's true that you hold the panties. The first panties, you pull them tight between the lips. Not too hard, just a little bit of pressure,
Is that true, Dee Dee?
Of course it's true.
Sure.
Oh, stupid Regis. I guess the winner of the Contender is on.
Yeah.
So Regis comes out with the boxing robe on and the boxing gloves.
Oh, there's the guy in
now
the
he's
frame.
going to duke it out with him a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry.
So, oh, Jesus. Was it the guy with the crane? That's a research lab that they're testing out things on a chimpanzee.
Oh. I just looked at the other TV.
Well, when you look fast,
Look at
what
the
can I tell you?
cartoon thing they just drew.
I just want to see Regis get his ass kicked.
All right. Well, we can play a clip from Sue Johansson here, Anthony. Talk sex with Sue Johansson. It's on the Oxygen channel. She's a grandma, and she's just awful with her advice. But Dee Dee seems to like
You
it.
gotta watch her. It's seeing her play with the dolls.
All right, let's listen to this bit of advice.
Hey, hi, Brianna. How are you? I'm fine.
Good. You got a question?
Yes. I'm 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I just noticed I'm hornier than a lot of my friends. Is this normal? And is it okay to masturbate with baby oil?
Yep. Yes and yes. Okay, now, masturbation for females, I mean, you're 18. I'm sorry it took you 18 years to learn how to do it. But
no, I did it a long time ago.
What did she get the idea that it took her that long? She just said she's 18 and she masturbates. Didn't say I just started.
She has that Al disease.
Yeah. Al's disease.
She's got the Al's disease.
Oh, Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Right.
Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's, whatever. I'm saying it fast now. Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's?
Okay, say it.
It's Alzheimer's.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly it. All right.
Okay.
No, I did it a long time ago.
okay, well then that's good. It's fine. Now, when you masturbate, do you pleasure yourself? Do you reach orgasm?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right. Ooh. That's real good. Now, and you're worried about what?
That I might get sick if I use baby oil because I'm too ashamed to go buy the regular stuff.
Nah, you know what? The trouble with baby oil is that it has perfume in it, you know? It smells nice. And baby oil, you can get, some women develop an allergic reaction to the baby oil because it's got the perfume in it. So why don't you go to any drugstore at all, and pick up a bottle of ordinary garden variety lubricant. They're not that expensive. They'll last you forever and ever. And you just open the top up and squish them on your hands and use that for lubrication rather than baby oil. Baby oil smells nice, but that's a problem because it's got perfume. Okay, Brianna? Good. I'm glad we got your call in because that was obviously something that was worrying you.
That is awful advice.
She said she's embarrassed.
It's obvious advice.
Yeah.
Dee Dee?
It wasn't bad advice. The girl was afraid, she was embarrassed. And
she doesn't want to go to the drugstore, though, and pick up lube. That's why she uses the baby oil.
She just needs to get over that and go get...
And it all depends if she's still living at home with the parents. You can't have KY around in your house. If there's baby oil around, then, it's baby oil. It could be used for anything.
Right.
But
the perfume thing is a good point, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people can be allergic to perfumes.
Yes.
What?
Radio stations.
Perfume.
No, you're right. Because perfumes have definitely...
Perfume. Oh, God!
I actually agree with you. You're absolutely right. Because a lot of times unscented things are fine, but if you're going to put perfumes in something, then you absolutely should just put the accent wherever you feel it goes. Yeah. The way the rest of the country pronounces something is irrelevant.
I can't help it, sorry.
What say
talk
it again.
different.
No, you don't.
I'm secure with my speech impediment now, man.
Absolutely. You guys should have a kiss together.
Your tongue's a mess.
Are you going to put perfumes in? What?
Perfume.
Yeah. You sound like a cartoon speeding by voice. Perfume.
Let's go to Dugout Doug from Whackbag. What's up, Doug?
Hi, Doug.
Guys. Good morning, fellas.
Hi,
Good morning, Dee Dee.
Good morning, Doug.
I love you. I love your show. I am my kid's mom. I have a question for you.
For me or for them?
I have a question for you, Dee Dee. I have a sex advice question for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Well, you see, due to the increased sensitivity during the menstrual cycle, I do enjoy very much crime scene sex. During that time, usually when you pull out, you get like a flaky consistency mixed with blood chunks, and this last time when I was doing it, when I pulled out, it was more like a blood-soaked rice pudding.
Ew.
Oh, God.
That's just wrong.
I was wondering if that was quite possibly a yeast infection at the same time.
Oh, good question.
I don't know. Ew.
Dee Dee, you into the crime scene sex?
No. Ew.
Good girl.
Ew.
Where you have to put a tarp down?
No.
Yuck.
I will not do it while I'm on my Aunt Flo. No.
You don't need that all over satin sheets, right?
No.
Trying to have sex.
So what do you do when you're having your flow?
Well, duh, anal, probably.
Of course. Well, of course.
Wow.
Thank God.
Most people say
Stupid
nothing.
me, right?
Yeah. I just take Midol and relax. But apparently, the asshole store is open.
Well, if I'm with a guy and he really, really wants something, well, that's all he's going to get while I'm on that float.
Yeah. Jesus, D.D.
That must be a lovely scene.
Wow. Blood dripping. Like we're just hanging the back door.
No, because if you have a tampon on, it's not going to drip.
You're right. All right, well, you're right.
Well,
So I'm just letting you know it's not going to drip.
You know, I have to...
I just picture if you flip over on your belly and your most intimate is kind of laying there on the sheets, bleeding. Does it look like a boxer freshly knocked out? Like, you know how the mouth kind of is open a little and the little blood is coming out? Look down there, and
sometimes the cut man does, throw some cotton and stuff in the mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
To stop the bleeding. Yeah. Some of that cotton starts hanging out a little bit.
You're there with your face in the pillow, your keister up in the air.
Oh, nice.
Keister.
I found myself recently in a supermarket in the tampon section, and man, you girls have a lot of choices for tampons. I noticed.
Yeah.
I got to come in with the list of the choices for you girls.
You want me to go through the list?
Oh, you know the list?
I don't know. Okay.
I know there was one.
Kotex.
No. But there were certain ones like Gentle Glide.
Oh yeah, the plastic Gentle Glide.
Why? Wouldn't your choices end there if you're a woman and you're looking for a tampon?
You want it to be gentle and to glide.
You want it gentle and you want it to glide in nice.
Yeah.
What other choices could there possibly be that are going to beat out the Gentle Glide?
Yeah, what's another popular seller? The sandpaper fish hook.
No, there's cardboard ones too. Which why they still make them, I don't know.
It looks like a push-up.
But they have
those push-up pop things.
It does.
Yeah, it's a cardboard tube.
But they have those marketing words. I'll have to do my research over the weekend, and I'll come in with a whole list.
You do that. Research that over this weekend, Opie.
Well, just because some of them were hilarious. I can't remember anymore, but one was Gentle Glide. And I'm thinking if you're a woman,
Playtex, I think, yeah.
But what are some of the other ones? Like extra...
There's like
extra crispy.
Yeah.
No, you mean for the different like if you're moderate, if you're heavy, it's stuff like that.
Oh my God, dude! It was.
There's a lot.
It made me dizzy.
Yeah.
You think there's a lot of choices for cereal in the supermarket these days? Oh my God!
There's wings too on the pads. The wings, they wrap around the panties and keep them from flowing over the edge.
Oh, is that what that wings mean?
Yeah.
I never investigated that.
Oh, sure. You lay the pad in the panty, and then the wings stick underneath, kind of on the side, so no leakage spills on the side.
Well, now let me ask. You were saying heavy. What do they give you with a heavy flow? It's like
it's
a certain.
It's a larger tampon.
Does it come with like a little string and a needle?
Not a string and a needle. Oh God.
A little thread.
I just think it's funny that you're talking about wings.
Wings flying on the wings of a maxi.
Sew it up. Looks like a catcher's mitt.
Have you ever allowed a guy to get
stuffed turkey?
Oh God!
Have you ever allowed a guy to get his Red Wings?
No, I know it. No.
Goes down on you. It looks like he's been drinking grape juice.
No, I told you I don't like that. When no. When Aunt Flo's visiting, no.
Or it looks like he's stuck his face in a cherry pie.
Oh God!
You look like a victim of the Jonestown Massacre. You're just laying there, drugged out, Kool-Aid on your face.
No. Yuck.
And you'd prefer to be one?
No, you'd rather just
that's
flip
one
it
thing
over.
I've never done, and I probably won't.
Right. Wow, never let a guy do it during that.
No.
I don't blame you. Good for you.
You'll roll over on your belly.
That's right.
Someone has a very good question for Dee Dee.
God.
Let me go to, let's see, Andy in New York City.
Hi, Andy.
Andy. Yeah, Andy.
Andy. Good morning, boys.
Hey.
How are you, sweet tits?
Hi, mister. Let's keep the insults out.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Dee Dee, I have a sex question for you. I was wondering if you like the trifecta, going from the front to the rear, right to the mouth.
Oh, good question. Dee Dee, are you into the ass to mouth?
The trifecta.
No.
You don't do ass to mouth?
No.
No, if it's down
no,
there...
No, it's a little weird.
It's got to be cleaned off before,
Oh, hell yeah.
It's got to go from the reverse. You got to start with the mouth, then vag, then the back door.
Right.
Nah, Jimmy, if you do it the other way...
Jimmy. Yeah, you're right.
I'm saying for hygienic purposes.
Right.
No, but if
you
you do it the original way, you call it the Triple Crown.
I'm not saying you're wrong in theory, sir. I'm not saying the humiliation factor isn't sexy and hilarious. I'm just saying that.
Punch now, boys.
Bye, mister.
Very nice. Let's go to Michigan. Brian, what's up?
Hey, fellas.
Hey.
Love the show. Hey,
Thank you. Hi, fella.
Hey, we call that a chili dog. When you go from the ass, to the mouth, that's what we refer to as a chili dog. A buddy of mine's got a girl that just loves that.
What's a chili dog exactly?
Oh, you put it in her backside, and then you pull it out and put it in her mouth.
Right.
And put it in her mouth.
Chili dog.
Can you not say it? You got a mission from God? That's awful.
Mission from God. And then you put it in the mouth.
Put it in her mouth. The Sisters of Mercy.
All right.
How you do it?
All right, one more here, and then we'll go back to Sue Johansson. Ben in Pennsylvania. Ben?
Good morning, boys.
What's up?
Where? Hey, that old
Sunday. Who is this? KSS.
What was who is this?
Adande.
Go ahead, Ben.
Hey, that old broad that was giving the advice, did she actually ask that girl if she masturbates to go to orgasm? Who on planet Earth doesn't masturbate to go to orgasm?
Oh, my
Exactly.
God. You'll spend the whole afternoon until you reach your goal.
You got to finish up.
Punch it out.
All right, you'll be chafed beyond recognition as long as you get to the end there. All right, let's do another one from Sue Johansson. The magical sperm she talks about here, Anthony.
Magical.
Magical.
Yes, my husband tells me that sperm is good for my hair. Is this true?
Samantha?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
It's not?
No. You know what? That's the first time I've ever heard that line. I have heard a lot of lines about the wonderful fringe.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
We did a whole bit a few years back. There was a shampoo that came out that had sperm in it.
That's some kind of sperm.
And they claimed that made the shampoo better.
Yeah.
What the hell was the name of that shampoo? It was legit and everything.
Bob?
Oh, man. We had fun with that, remember? All right, whatever. Let's go back.
About the wonderful fringe benefits of ejaculate. And one of them is that if you rub it on your face, it'll clear up your acne.
Ew.
If you swallow it, it'll give you big boobs. I have heard that if you swallow it, it will eliminate menstrual cramps.
Make you a good girl.
I have heard that it's diet food because there's only 35 calories in 1 teaspoon. But I have never heard that it'll make your hair shine and look lustrous. Otherwise, you know what? Our pubic hair would be, just glistening. I don't think so, Samantha.
All right, thank you.
Nice try, though.
Shut up.
You've got to give him credit for innovation. All right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
That's the jack in her hair.
He probably shot at her hair and she complained, and he went, it's good for your hair. Don't worry, it's fine.
No, I heard one thing. I don't know if it's true. I heard that there's, protein in it.
Yes,
and
that's true.
And it's good, when you do swallow it. That's what I was told a long time ago.
Do you?
I don't know if that's true or not.
What do you do with it?
What? You spit? No, you swallow. She
I
obviously
have
swallowed.
to know the guy to
please.
swallow.
Stop.
Seriously.
If you don't know him, what do you just spit it back in his face?
Right out the car window?
It's only with certain guys I would do that.
Only certain guys?
You ever hang out and spit out the window and almost get your head cut off by some random cable?
No.
Oh.
Do you take it on the face?
I'm not going to answer that. No.
That's a yes.
That's a yes.
It's either no.
We fell right into our trap.
That's a yes.
Whenever anyone says I'm not going to answer that means the answer is yes.
No.
I'll bet you Dee Dee likes to have a man getting ready to finish and then kind of her arms being pinned down by her side while he straddles her shoulders and chest. So you have that feeling of helplessness, and then he just kind of gives it to you.
God damn, he's good.
Yeah, you guys live in the same world. I'm going to say it again. I see it. It's so obvious. Because you're nodding yeah, exactly,
well, he's
Jim,
right.
exactly.
I'm holy shit.
You got those cute glasses on. You ever let a guy finish on the glasses, and then you're like, I can't see, I can't see.
I don't wear glasses while I'm having sex.
A little bukkake.
Pukakey.
That's it.
All right, well, now we have, this is a very interesting contrast we have going on today. We have the sex advice from the Grandma Sue Johansson, and then we got our callers calling in to ask Dee Dee sex questions. Todd, what's up?
Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
I wanted to ask Dee Dee if there's anything special that she does to prepare herself for an evening of anal pleasures.
Dee Dee? That's a very good question.
It certainly is.
Do you prep for anal?
Enema?
Well, so it's not a sore? Yeah, sure. I guess, yeah.
Toy? You start with a toy?
Yeah, what kind of stuff do you do?
Yeah.
How do you prep?
Yeah, how do you prep for the anal there, Dee Dee?
I can't.
You know you're going to have anal tonight. What do you do that's a little special?
What do you do besides turn every family photo around backwards?
You stay away from White Castle for a couple days? I mean, what do you do?
That's all you need is sliders in your pubes.
Jesus.
Your crotch smells like a drunk's car at 4 in the morning on a Saturday.
I don't know if I do anything special. It's just like...
There's a burger place in New York. We've talked about it, I guess, but what the hell is the name of it? These burgers don't last more than 20 minutes in you.
Oh, God.
And they're the best burgers ever. They're all over Manhattan.
Grease, like in Jersey, it's the White Rose system. It's called. It's like just like those awful
these things. You
Jackson Hole.
Jackson Hole burgers. Thanks, Ann. And you take that first bite, and you just feel your stomach already percolating.
Yeah.
It's like,
but they're great, right?
They're
phenomenal.
Amazing. And I always, the first time I went in there, I wondered why there was a line to the bathroom.
Oh.
And I found out.
They're actually handing you burgers while you're shitting.
Right.
Here you go. Chew, swallow.
I mean, White Castle's pretty bad, but these Jackson Hole burgers, you can get them like 200 different ways. They have every version of the burger imaginable, and these things do not stay in you whatsoever. But anyway, back to Dee Dee. Dee Dee, how do you prepare the back door for the anal?
You mean so I'm like, know it's coming?
Mentally, physically.
Mentally?
You clean up. You try to think it isn't possible that dead relatives are watching you.
What? That what?
You don't think of your grandparents
but
or anybody
watching
else?
you.
I've always thought of that too.
Dropping in from heaven.
Oh, yeah. God,
Let me see what. Oh, Jesus Christ!
She's got her face in a pillow. Ah, no.
No,
no.
My grandma would have a heart attack.
Where?
Right.
Why is she putting it there?
Oh, God.
It doesn't go there. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that we go somewhere after this life, but man, if they're looking at us, ugh.
God, I hope not.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Well, give my condolences to her sphincter. I was just raising her.
Yeah, you raise them.
Come on, Dee Dee.
All right, well, just
here's the deal. You're going to have anal. You don't want the guy using your drapes after he's done.
Oh.
So what do you do?
Well, like, so, because I get tense a little bit because it does hurt.
Ooh, tell us more. Jimmy knows. Look, say
have to.
God, he says it with such a puppy little face. Though. Like, you got that cute little puppy dog boy thing, and then you talk about hookers. Oh, well.
I'm not talking about hookers. I'm just talking about regular cases.
You just have this innocence. Never mind.
I'm a good boy.
So to get me, like, to be less tense, he'll do a little bit of something first. With his
mouth and hand, maybe?
Finger,
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Then it kind of loosens me up a little bit, and then I feel okay to...
Well, the hand's perfect. You start with the pinky and slowly work your way up to the thumb.
Yeah, get a couple of
fists. And
a fist, and then you try... Then you get the other fist in there, then you clap, and then you're ready.
Lard.
We start like that, so I'll get, like, less tense.
You know you're ready when he starts going, in the name of the people in the Senate... Wait, when he say, in the name of the Senate, the people of Rome.
Oh, God.
Proculus.
So that's how I get set up for that.
All right. Very nice.
Yeah, loosen up the area a little bit.
Oh, God.
A lot of people want to know how many holes you've taken at one time.
What?
Well,
what?
It's either 1, 2, or 3. Let's go.
At one time, I'm only usually with one guy, so.
Usually.
There was one time I was with 2 guys, and that was when I was in my 20s.
Ooh, how was that?
Yeah.
Back in L.A. when I was, of course, still drinking.
Ooh, all right, we're all going to sit back for this
I'm
story.
throwing up a little bit.
Yeah, all right, so we're with 2 guys.
Yeah.
Well, tell us more.
Well, I mean, it was my roommate and somebody he knew, and it just kind of happened. It wasn't meant to happen. It just happened.
Were you on the rotisserie? Or were you doing... Anthony came up with the best. I forgot what it was, though, when a girl works to it one time.
Oh.
Wait, what is
the double pump?
But you had some kind of... I forgot your analogy.
One of them was working the tank controls.
Right.
Where she, grabbing on one with each hand.
Tank controls.
Yeah.
Working some big rig equipment.
Yeah. Working the tank.
Some kind of front loader.
So yeah, I had 2 holes there then.
Oh, wow. What, mouth?
Yeah.
And then, wow, finger cuffs.
So you were on the rotisserie.
Yeah. So.
Play cards on your back?
No.
Finger cuffs.
Very good. Yeah, finger cuffs.
All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I mean...
That's good.
Oh, my God. This guy has a great name for crime scene sex. I've never heard it called this before. Let's see. Let's go to Chainsaw the Trucker.
Oh, God.
Chainsaw.
I'm no trucker.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was going to tell you, we call that eating a girl on the rag. We call that Ronald McDonald smile.
Bravo!
Oh, brother.
That is what it's called now.
And how long is it going to take for someone to grab that name for
Ronald McDonald's mouth?
There goes another screen name. There goes another screen name. That's hilarious.
That is very funny. Definitely going to call it that now.
Wait, what's this, Steve? Lex and Terry, what?
What, Steve? I guess there's audio of Lex and Terry trashing you from today.
Okay.
That Eric just put in there.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Always good when the Opie and Anthony name is mentioned.
All right, we'll find that in a minute or two.
Hope they don't give it to us too hard.
I don't know if we can handle it. You want another question for Sue Johansson here?
Yeah, let me hear.
Yeah.
Okay. She discusses the dangers of labiaplasty.
What?
And labiaplasty is explained.
It's probably a surgery for shrinkage.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was curious about labiaplasty. Is it safe, and do you lose any sensation?
Yes. Why does she want to do this?
Is it safe? Do you lose any sensation? Yes. What the hell kind of answer is that, you old bag?
So safe you wouldn't believe it. Is it safe? No, very dangerous. Safe? Very careful.
Very dangerous. So safe you wouldn't believe it.
Enjoy your youth. It's the last time no one will expect you to have a tight labia.
Yeah, my wife was curious about labiaplasty. Is it safe, and do you lose any sensation?
Yes. Why does she want to do this?
She doesn't like them, says they bother her.
Now, she doesn't like them and they bother her. Like, why do they bother her?
I'm thinking just rubbing together, I guess.
And even if she has the size of her labia reduced, they won't rub together?
I guess. I don't have them, so I don't know.
I know. I mean, I'd love to talk to her.
Yeah, I couldn't get her on the phone.
Oh, really?
Okay. Use what you cut off in the beef and broccoli.
At her, then. I'll talk through you to her. My concern is, anytime you make an incision, you make a cut, you kill nerve endings.
Yeah.
Now, the labia have quite a few nerve endings, and they're very they're easy to stimulate.
Yeah.
So if you have this kind of surgery, then you've lost that whole ridge of nerve endings.
Okay. That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah. And they're not bothering you.
No.
And nobody else can see them.
No.
So, I mean, I can understand having your nose bobbed or something like that. But labia, nobody can see them.
Her nose.
So.
Nobody.
Yeah. It's not risky surgery, but
this woman's talking out her ass.
It will reduce sensations.
Okay.
So that's the best I can say to you.
She's been stumped, Anthony.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Maybe you can convince her.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead.
I guarantee her dumb husband thinks that her lips are too big and wants him to get it reduced. He's probably like, why don't you have that surgery? And she's like, I don't know. And then he's trying to find out this dummy she's married to is probably doesn't like her big labia. Well, perhaps
they're ridiculous big. I know you like them big.
No
but,
such thing.
You know, if it looks like Bubba from Forrest Gump down there, perhaps she needs a little clipping.
No, she doesn't. Tuck one into each sock and head on over. I like that.
This is an awkward time to...
You guys talking about labia?
Yeah, this is an awkward time to introduce our next guest, a good friend of the show.
Speaking of vaginas.
Jim Gaffigan, everyone.
Jim Gaffigan.
That's dirty.
It's really dirty, right?
It's so filthy.
I haven't seen you guys in a long time.
It's been a long time, and now it's satellite radio, so we can talk about the stuff freely and unfettered.
You can cuss, but that's
by regulation.
That's like sinning, really.
Yeah.
What I remember when you guys were off the air, there was like, I would get these emails. Am I not supposed to bring them up?
No.
I would get these emails. They're like, I control an Opie and Anthony website, and I need a CD to do a fundraiser so that they can get, and I'm just like...
Really? People trying to rip you
up? Like, when you guys were off the air, it's like, we're doing kind of like this. There was...
people just getting free CDs from
No, but there's tons of, the O&A fans are pretty...
Yeah, I know, they're
amazing.
rabid. We call them our pests.
Yeah, they're our pests.
They're pests. And they were getting free merchandise off of you.
Well, they were doing some auction. I don't know. I'm sure it was for a charity or something.
I'm sure it was.
Nothing special.
Yeah. Well, Jim, you walked into an interesting situation here. We're listening to some sex advice from this grandma, Sue Johansson. She does a show on the Oxygen channel.
I watch it every day.
Do you? Yeah. You do, huh?
When I'm not watching Lifetime. I watch that.
Could you believe they actually made a worse channel than Lifetime? They made it like Lifetime to times 10 for just whiny women.
Well, Lifetime also, they tried to do that HBO thing where they're like, we're going to have Lifetime movies, we're going to have the Lifetime reality channel.
Yeah, a Lifetime exclusive series. It's like, oh, who's this guy that beats the wife until she kills him? It's like the same plot on every show and movie on that
Meredith
channel.
Baxter Burney needs to work.
That's the one you're starring Meredith Baxter Burney and Marky Post. Okay, this one again.
A very special one. Directed by I can't remember anything. I smoke a lot of crack.
And everything's filmed through cheesecloth on that channel. It's got to be all fuzzy so they look good.
Sybil Shepherd.
Another one.
We need Sybil Shepherd back. We need her crazy ass back on the air.
Sybil Shepherd and the mother from Family Ties. Meredith Baxter.
So this is a show on Oxygen, and the woman
old lady,
gets advice.
grandma, yeah.
She's ancient. She's a grandmother.
Yeah,
she's a grandmother.
Yeah, and not even like one of those hot grandmas.
Right.
Is it where you'd find those? I don't know either, but I assume people would find grandma hot. But this one, no.
We're obsessed with in this country. We're obsessed with getting sexual advice from people that we shouldn't be getting it from.
Yeah.
It's like, she's really old. Like, in 1980, she wasn't getting laid. Maybe we should ask her now.
Yeah. So why listen to her?
What does she? Does she say just as explicit things? Is that the allure?
Oh yeah, that's the whole gimmick.
She's kind of doing the Dr. Ruth, I guess.
But it's Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth never went this explicit.
Yeah. So, and then we got Dee Dee. She's a freak.
Hi, Dee Dee. How are you?
She's a freak. She likes to be spanked. Would you like to spank Dee Dee? Everyone else
You know
has.
what? I just was spanking a lot of people earlier.
Yeah, so you got an injured. You're on the injured reserve right now?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the non-spank.
Right, well, we got whips and everything. She just
really,
yeah, she can't get enough.
Have you been doing some of that, Jim? You've been doing the spanking.
I whipped her. I spanked her yesterday. Yeah.
So she's just kind of like, is she part of the team now?
Well, when we're down here in Washington, she is. Yeah,
she always comes in.
When we're not here, she does traffic.
Yeah, she's the traffic person in Texas. Chicago too.
Minneapolis and Dallas.
So are you the XM channel for traffic on those? Like different cities have the traffic there.
Yes.
Because people like hearing the voice of a 5-year-old telling you if there's traffic in your area.
There's a car crash.
We actually ruined her whole radio career. She had a really good gig here at XM. She did something for the kids channel.
She was on XM
I was
Kids.
Cricket.
She was Cricket on XM Kids, and we blew that one out.
What would you say as Cricket, like on XM Kids? What would be like a line you would say?
Just, hey, the Wiggles are coming up. Yay, let's all dance. Woohoo!
And the kids would just freak out. They love that voice.
Yeah, they love Wiggles.
And now it's like,
5-car pile up.
And now she was just explaining how she gets ready for anal. So
that's another
you can
thing.
see where there might have been a problem with the XM management.
Conflict there.
Conflict of interest.
Where's the kid? Where's that lady from the kids channel? She got her face in the pillow with her dumper wide open.
Oh, God.
Lovely.
So now you know all the players.
Enjoy that coffee this morning.
Hey, Jim, could you just take the whip and whip her once for Jim Gaffigan?
Just
so everyone knows what's going on here. We want Jim Gaffigan to feel at home here.
I have to get the distance right. I'm not
this isn't going to be like that Denzel Washington Academy Award winning role
in Glory.
Where he just wouldn't cry. She's just not going to cry. Go ahead, do it. I know, but you respect me, but you have to do it. Oh, the racial issues of this country, how they were in...
Legs again, you got the legs again.
Jim,
now, this arouses you?
Not right now, no.
Not right now.
Being watched.
Because she's fully clothed.
Oh, wow. I love how Norton knows what he's doing with a whip. He's like, wow, this is how I do it.
Oh, my God. That was my back, too.
Yeah. You know better.
Yeah.
like hitting you on the back is any less humiliating. Not in the back, just the ass. I'm all for being whipped, but...
Hold on, I gotta get the distance right.
Yeah.
The distance. Oh, God. It stinks.
It does stink.
It does. Okay, just one more.
Look at Norton's eyes. He really just it scares me.
The Nazi comes out of him.
All right, one more.
His eyes do scare me. They freaked me out yesterday.
Jimmy was trying to tell us
he's bleeding.
Jimmy was trying to tell us that he's never done this before.
That's going to teach you to run, boy.
Get an axe. Half that foot's coming off.
It's amazing the impact of Roots on our lives. It's like...
Okay,
all right, there you go.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like Roots. It's like you could make a reference to any, like a farm in like Tennessee, and you're like, Roots. I remember that. That was the last episode where they bought that.
Yeah.
And they're chopping off the foot. It's like if someone loses a toe, you're like on Roots, where he lost half a foot, but he still could do things.
Like 1976, and we're still referencing.
Someone hands you water, you have to look through it, make sure there's no saliva floating.
Arthur Haley. He was like the to-do.
Alex Haley.
That was it.
Hey,
he also wrote X's biography.
Yeah, really. Let's go to Virginia real fast. Alan?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just got a term for you for crime scene sex. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. You ever heard of making a Jap flag because of the way the sheets look when you're finished?
Making a Japanese flag.
Making a Japanese flag.
That's good, too, man.
What part of Virginia are you from?
Haymarket.
How far is that from Falls Church?
It's not far.
Here it comes, kids.
Theater last time you were here, and I'm going to be there this time. Who's going to be with you?
Dude, I'm not even plugging that. The fact that I'm there June 25th is of no importance. I don't want anybody to even think about it.
Yeah, but it's June 25th, right?
It's funny you should say that, Jim. It is. And Ticketmaster or 703-237-0300.
What's that number again?
I'm
writing. I want to write it down. 703.
These guys know the game.
237-0300.
0300. That's great.
Or Ticketmaster, whatever's convenient.
I'm probably gonna go. I go and I love doing stand up. It's so fun to go and watch other stand up. Just sit there. It's like you might as well get a nail driven in your head. You're like,
Oh, you must go to comedy shows all the time. Every girl I meet, no, stupid. I never go to them.
All right, so Jim Norton's going to be there, and before we take a break, Jim Gaffigan in studio, and you're promoting a gig
Improv,
too,
right?
I'm at the Improv tonight.
Tonight.
I'm just a journeyman. I'm not into the theater thing.
What are you there tonight, tomorrow? Tonight to what?
Tonight, tomorrow. They they added a show late Sunday.
Oh, look at you! Nice.
So there you go. So the people can come and yell O&A.
And what movies you in?
I got nothing.
Popping up all over the place.
I got nothing.
Commercials?
I'm in some Sierra Mist commercials because I think it's important to whore yourself. And I love, I didn't do the commercials for the money. I did it because I respect the product. And I went out and I drink a lot of lemon lime soda. I really do. And Sierra Mist is a lot better.
See?
It's a lot better. And I was like, you know what? I'll do this for free. I'm doing the commercials for free because I respect it. You know what I mean?
And you, of course, one of the funniest roles in Super Troopers.
That
is a great part of that movie.
Well, thank you. No, I'm very...
the Meow Game.
Yeah, it's
what an underrated movie. Like, that is one of those cult movies that...
it's a huge cult
You
movie.
watch it the first time and you find it really funny, but then you can watch it 5 more times.
Yeah, it's like Raising Arizona. You're just like, after like the 5th time, you're like, ah! And it's the pothead movie. Like, whenever people say, I've seen that movie 5 times, you're like... So you smoke pot.
Smoke
huh?
pot.
Like, how could you tell? I'm like, I don't know. You got enough time to watch that movie 5 times?
That's very funny, though, that movie.
It's all glamour.
Yeah.
It's all glamour.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll continue with
I want
Jim
a tinkle.
Gaffigan. Yeah.
Oh, again?
Yeah, I go every
Again,
break.
we've been talking for like an hour and a half straight here, I think. Gamefly.com, though.
Whoa!
First, we got to talk about this for a few seconds here. It's basically a way of renting games online, right?
I don't have my copy, Opie. Why don't you...
Well, you're more the gamer.
Sounds like a great idea.
I don't have my copy, though. You have it right there in your hand.
Basically, you go online to Gamefly.com. That door is killing me today. Anyone else notice that it's like a vacuum every time they open that up?
Fix that door.
Yes, sir.
I don't think they hear that on the air, but you feel the pressure in your ears changing.
Yeah, I don't know why they need the door and it's like we're in a jet aircraft.
It's like the ceiling. It looks like an episode of X-Files. You're like, what is this, spaceship land?
That's
funny.
We're in
the
the
people
Enterprise.
listening.
Because it's so important.
That's funny.
Because it's so important to make the studio look really good.
I agree.
Because the listeners, get to see all this crap.
As long as it looks good, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we shouldn't put grease on the...
Well, which did they try to grease it?
Well, the grease is white, and they said they don't want it because it then makes big white globs by the joints of the mic stand.
Again.
So we'd rather just...
have this.
The inner sanctum.
All right, anyway, Gamefly.com.
Yeah.
You go online and you rent games, basically, and then they show up in your little mailbox.
Yeah.
What?
Here it is.
Oh, all right.
Got your copy.
I don't have it, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, you have it in front of you. Help me out here, buddy. Gamefly lets you have up to 2 games at a time, games that you can keep as long as you want without any late fees. And if you really like the game you're playing, you simply click Keep It in your game queue, and you get the mint condition box and manual delivered to you, all at a great member discount. Right, Anthony?
Great way to check out new games. I buy a lot of video games, and sometimes they stink. And you throw them in a box, and you never use them again. This way you could try it out, and then if you like it, you click on Keep It, and like Ope said, it's delivered to you, and you get to keep a game that you enjoy. It only costs $21.95 a month, and you can start with a free 2-week trial. No commitments. You cancel anytime. Start playing the latest releases. All the games you wanted to play right now with Gamefly.com.
What's that?
That's my nervous tick.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's that noise?
For some reason, it's rocking today.
This place is going to blow.
All right, we're on a wheel.
Like.
Sorry. Yeah, it sounds like... Exactly.
Where were we?
Stop doing that. Richard Gere's getting a heart on him.
That poor bastard will never, ever live that down. Anything with the butt.
All right, where were we?
Oh, for the month of May, Opie.
Oh, yeah, where was that? Month of May, only anyone who signs up for any of the prepaid video game rental plans are entered into the Gamefly.com PSP a day giveaway. That's right, sign up any day in May, and you may win the cool new Sony PSP handheld device. Very cool. At Gamefly.com, there are over 2,500 titles to choose from for all the game systems out there, basically. You don't have to list them. Everyone knows the game systems. All the games you want, go to Gamefly.com. That's Gamefly.com/XM, and plug in XM in the promo code box for your special offer. It's Gamefly.com.
Oh, the virus is out.
Tell your friends.
He's infected.
That's right, Opie.
Shut your mouth.
I love the homoerotic nature of the whole event.
The virus made my genitals rot off.
Whoa, dude, don't come near me.
We're your celebrity skin cancer connection.
And it was better than my first kiss.
Laugh until your innards spill out on the chair.
Anthony Show.
Calling all freaks.
All right. Jim Gaffigan in studio playing the Improv here in Washington, D.C. pretty much all weekend long.
Funny. He's very funny.
Yes.
He's pretty funny. He's Jim
That's
Norton's
you.
favorite comic.
I'll say.
Jim was cracking us up during the commercials. He's talking about kind of like bad radio all over America.
Well, it's a struggle. You go in some markets and you're just like, it's just awkward. They just literally point at you.
All right.
Go.
Be funny.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Or
to be funny.
the best is like the morning TV shows in the tiny markets because, somebody's a DJ and they have to communicate with people, but you'd think that like the morning TV people would be better at it. But it's even more awkward in like some Good Morning kind of.
We did one in
Pensacola. It's crazy.
And we got to get the audio of that because remember we were making some off-colored jokes and stuff, and they're just like horrified.
Oh, they are the most.
We're not cursing or anything, but we were talking about our gig, and they're like, "So, you guys excited to be in Cleveland and go to this gig tonight?" And I go, "Actually, not really. It's going to be a sausage factory." And they couldn't go to commercial.
Yeah, they started looking at each other like, "Oh boy, there could be trouble."
I did a TV thing here in D.C. where it was on location around Christmas, and there was a new reporter, and it was some fundraising, Toys for Tots or something like that, and it was literally the interview went like, "So you're a comedian? So what are you funny?" And I tried to do something, and it wasn't that funny, but she was like, "That's not funny." Like I was talking to a college student, like just on the, in a grocery store. We're on TV, and I was like, and I just looked at the camera and I go, "Yikes!" And after that, people would come to the show and they'd be like, "That yikes was just so brilliant," because there's so many awkward moments where like people are like, "You're a comedian? Like you're just gonna can you make a pancake? You know what I mean? Just like do it right now."
How did you not just attack her? Not physically, but verbally.
Oh, it was, well, that's why I did the yikes thing, because it was just, but I went right up close to the camera and did the yikes.
Yeah.
But some of it is you don't have time. And I knew I was heading there. It's like, she's like, "You're a comedian? No. I've never heard of you. Are you Pauly Shore's friend?"
No.
Where is she from?
It was a local thing in D.C. for a TV show, a morning show. Toys for Tots thing.
All the sets look exactly the same except for the number of whatever channel it is. They got the like NBC or CBS logo, and it's all the same. And you walk in, it's just a different head of hair on the girl, but the same type of people.
Yeah, I mean, the one show, I mean, there is this WGN morning show in Chicago that's pretty fun. But
really?
It's like the rest of them, it's just, you're like, I don't know where they got these robots from. It's scary. You're like, this is just going to be really awkward for about 2.5 minutes.
You ever do Houston? I had to do a morning show there where there's two guys in the studio, but one does all these voices. The gay guy, the black guy, and the hillbilly. But you have to not act like this one fucking jerk-off doing 8 voices. Am I supposed to nod and respond to the black voice, you fraud? I have to feed into your fucking complete lack of honesty with your listeners. Yeah, funny black guy. Oh, the gay guy's looking at me.
Stay with me, white people.
So I didn't blow it for him, but I wouldn't acknowledge that it was different voices. It was awful, and I was in there, and they started playing a Henry Phillips CD. They were being pleasant, but I was just bombing, and I knew it, and I hated them. And
it can be really awkward.
Yeah.
But I think there's a power of radio that, like in Texas, in Addison, I did this station, and I left, and the guy kind of, like, built up some drama, like we have some kind of, like, fight or something, and I'm sitting there going, I don't even know who you are. And, like, people would be like, after the show, they'd be like, "So what are you going to do about Pudge or whatever?" And I'm like, "What about Pudge?" "Well, he's got, like, a vendetta against you. He was telling people not to come to the show." And I'm like, he's just advertising that I'm in town. It's like,
Was it Pugs and Kelly?
It was.
Wow, they're actually good friends of ours.
What happened?
What happened? Yeah, that's rare for them.
It's like I literally did. Now I'm just playing into the fucking drama, aren't I?
Yeah, what happened, Jimmy?
Look, Gaffigan, I'm coming for you, man.
No, I literally was down there 3 years ago, and I was. It was like like you start with radio in the morning, and then it was like a midday one, and it was like, I was not working from a bonus or anything like that, so I was like, all right, yeah, and I totally understand the value that it's a retail market and stuff, a retail business. So I'm sitting there, and we're waiting about 30 minutes, and, it's just this informal atmosphere. And I go, when are we going in? Why wouldn't we be going in? And the guy that I was with was like, well, he sometimes you have to wait. And I go, all right. So then it was like 45 minutes, and I go, look, this is kind of ridiculous. It's like, if they don't want me on, I totally understand. Let's just get out of here. And he was like, no, let's wait. And so then it was like 50 minutes. I was like, look, come on. It's like they're discussing, the same garbage that we're discussing. I go, let's just get out of here. Tell them I'm sick. Let's just go. You know what I mean? And it's like, finally, I was trying to convince the guy from the Improv, like, let's just go. It just doesn't matter. And So then I go, and they're like, Gaffigan left out of here in a half. Da, da, da. And he does all his stupid white guy jokes. Da, 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 da. And then I found out that, that some of it's an MO, kind of like a Chicago radio thing where they came from, where it's a power thing. You make people wait. And I don't know, maybe you guys do that too. Where you make
Jesus Christ. These two, Jimmy and Opie, got into a huge, real, not even near fake argument on the air, cursing. I didn't curse. No, you didn't. Opie did. Opie was quite a potty mouth.
But it was a real argument. I called him a fuckface.
It was a real, legitimate argument over the fact that Opie would make people wait outside when nothing was going on in the studio.
Some of it is like, but again, it's like, look, I think it's like, it's like you're totally at the pleasure of the host of the show, and I totally appreciate.
But I got to defend myself. It's not because of a power. It never is. It's about like knowing what you have at the moment in the studio. You don't want to mess up the chemistry. So it's a weird thing you got to deal with every day. Like with you, for example, we said I found out you were here. I'm like, just bring him right in and throw him right into the middle of.
You've been on the show before. We know you can just come in and we'll talk about whatever.
We've had guys come in, that are just awkward. They're just showstoppers.
It'll stop it. We call it the big, sweaty, dirty hand on the rusted brake handle.
Right.
Sparks are flying out of the wheel of the show.
I totally appreciate
Better known as the cooler, and then all of a sudden it takes you out of your game, and it's like, so you deal with this on a daily basis. Like, wow, I know that guy's waiting a while, but I swear it's never anything about power. It's about trying to make good radio.
And to be fair, it's like I don't know. Maybe it was one of those things, but it's like they didn't have to have me on. You know what I mean? And it was like, and I heard that later on that they, it was kind of like a track record of, and not, like I'm nobody. You know what I mean? It's like I can understand. It's like, all right, Potsy is here. Let's put on Potsy before gas. There was no one there. It wasn't like the Pope had died and they had all these bits they wanted to do.
Breaking news.
It was
it's just regular
but it was
talk show fodder.
And then I heard afterwards, and it's like, I was like, all right, well, the guy was pissed at me, so what? And so then I'm going back down there, and they're like, would you like to straighten that out on the air? I'm like, well, some of it is like, would you like to come in and be attacked on the air? Would you? And I've had people come back from Addison. They're like, yeah, what happened with you and that guy? I'm like, nothing happened. It's like literally, it's like some of it is the drama for the drama's sake. And I'm like, it's like I do jokes on Hot Pockets. It's like I'm not like sitting there. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I think
that's funny. That's very funny. Speaking of DJs, Lex and Terry took some kind of weird shot at us at the end of their show.
Oh no. I hope they don't wreck my State Theater gig on June 25th.
Let's take a listen.
June 23rd.
Oh, no.
Or a shot at me, I guess.
My favorite part about the wine country was the food.
I got to stop going to Bartles and James then. I went to that Opus 1. They didn't have a food.
It's like
Good Zinfandel.
Food was unbelievable. I don't know. They gave us a bunch of wine. I don't know what it was. We drank it. I don't know if they, there was a big group of us. I don't know if they brought it in or what. But
join us tomorrow for Yuppie Talk.
Doesn't get much gayer than this. Hey,
no, then we're going to rollerblade in Manhattan.
And pick up girls.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want to end up with, speed skaters.
40-year-old speed skaters with thinning hair.
Yeah, with red thinning hair that look like Ron Howard.
Take me, Opie.
What is that? Like, I didn't get what that was, though.
Now, you guys, the one good slam, though, is they're saying that you want to pick up girls.
I know.
Yeah, that's really awful to want that. Exactly. What do you think, pussy is yucky, you fucking Florida zeros?
Were you seen rollerblading once? Is that what it was?
No, I commute to work. I inline skate to work.
How do they know that? I don't even know what market they were until Steve looked it up. He said they're out of Jacksonville. How do you know where we commute from?
I inline skate to work through Central Park, and I skate around Manhattan because it's an easy way to get around, and God forbid I pick up girls.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I want to know, though, because that was kind of taken out of context.
Picking up girls.
And I think I've lost maybe 20 hairs in the last 10 years.
It's blonde and young looking.
Is my hair thinning? I didn't even know. Maybe someone needs to tell me this.
That's one of my favorite things about you is your blonde, soft, touchable hair. It's not red. I think I'd fuck him if his hair was red. I hate redheads.
I'd love to have that much hair. Are you kidding?
I'm sorry I pick up
chicks. That thinning?
Yeah, you're wrong.
I guess.
And then they said you look like Ron Howard because that's an Opie thing.
Yeah, trust me.
That's a good one.
I'm not happy that I'm stuck with this name, but I made a name for myself in radio, and I'm stuck with it now. I got the name when I was 12. myself.
But dude, anyone that would tie that in as an insult, like, he looks like Ron Howard. Like, ugh.
I don't look like Ron Howard, though.
Exactly.
It's kind of taken out of context, though. Were they talking about, were they goofing on you, or was that something from something earlier where they were maybe doing a speed skating story? I have no idea.
Nah,
so
I know there's too many
references for it to not be you.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm sure the laughs were big. Because those guys are hilarious.
Lex and Terry, I apologize that I like girls.
Yeah.
Picking up girls.
But what's wrong with you, though? Seriously, like you like to exercise and pick up girls. What a fag you are.
Damn.
You should just be in a small market. And broadcast to a few other small markets.
More drama.
More drama. The drama just continues, Jim.
These are the type of local jerk-offs that will have any comic in, though. Like, comics, a lot of comics here get passed on. They don't want them in. But you go down there, and they have, like, a deal where they'll pay $50 or $100, whatever it is, to these local guys. Hey, could you have so-and-so in? Yeah, sure. You know, and
really?
Yes. That's how these local TV shows have all the comedians on. They don't know you're funny. They don't know you're not funny. But they're getting, like, $50 a piece or whatever the price is that they're getting. That's how they get them in. That's what these little small market shitheads do, because they don't make any money.
But it is just like professional wrestling. It's always just, like you said, the drama.
The drama for the sake of drama. It's like everybody needs, it's like you hear about these situations and you're like, you want to ship them some Wellbutrin. It's like, hey man, I get cranky too. You take one of these pills, it'll do a wonder. You know what I mean? It's like,
we get attacked a lot like that. People like jabbing at us, but we usually settle it with our dopey ass listeners. Our listeners are the worst pests, like the most annoying bastards.
Yeah.
And they'll search out like phone numbers and addresses, and they'll harass these people.
They'll make maps and stuff.
What else will they do? They'll search out this guy's phone number.
This guy's phone number. All you have to do is say something like, the chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall.
Manchurian
we had a slight thing with this guy, Todd Schnitt. He's out of somewhere in Florida.
A radio station.
Tampa,
It's
maybe?
always Florida guys, by the way, that come after you. Have you noticed it's always Florida guys?
Why are they so cranky? It's so sunny and nice down there.
So he calls us imbeciles or something, whatever. So we responded, and then our listeners took it to a whole new level, right?
Really?
The guy thought he could trash talk us a little bit. We're like, whatever, we'll take on anyone, pretty much. Well, yeah, we have taken on everyone.
It's fun.
And the listeners took it to this level where the guy calls our agent, because he so happens to be represented by the same guy, and is telling our agent, don't these guys know I'm represented by you as well? Like, he couldn't take it, so now behind the scenes he's calling our agent.
It's like when someone calls your dad to make you stop doing something.
It's like, I know I kicked your son in the balls, but can you tell him to stop beating me up? No, it's got to be flattering on a certain level that, like, you're like
we're the target?
The targets. You're where they have to take the pot shots to get some credibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's always these Florida guys, because they think that they're like, there's something about being down there with all the hot chicks and they just can't break through. But it was Schnitt, he's out of Florida. These two jackoffs are out of Florida. And who's the other one? Shannon was out of Florida.
Him, yeah.
They're all out. I don't even remember. Of course, I don't remember what town he was out of. And he was in a town, not even a city. They're all out of Florida.
And it's interesting also with radio, because it's like, you're like, if you don't like it, what are you doing listening to it? It's like if you don't like Bill O'Reilly, don't watch it. You know what I mean? Unless you just need to be angry about it.
I love the people, that have to be angry. They watch and go, oh, I hate this guy.
I can't believe it. I went and I bought satellite radio. I got XM just so I could listen to Opie and Anthony and be angry.
I hate them, and I'm paying to hate them.
I didn't know, honest to God, they know he rollerblades. I didn't know if Terry of Lex and Terry was male or female by the name. That's as honest as I can be. I have no idea.
Yeah.
How do they know anything about this show? Why would you know?
It's a lot of jealousy, right? I mean, it's some of it's a tactic and some of it's jealousy.
Look at their news chick, though, Kim. I wouldn't mind banging her. She's not bad. I'm sure that's what, I'm sure she's a very talented, funny person on the news.
Huh.
Yeah. Sure she's really revealing and exposing herself.
What's up, Dee Dee?
Hey, hi.
You like Jim Gaffigan?
Yeah, he's cool.
He's going to be at the Improv. You going to see him?
Sure.
Maybe
tonight?
Maybe spank him after the show?
You can also go to my website, jimgaffigan.com. Jim, I don't know if you have a website.
It's funny. Eatabullet.com.
Eatabullet.com.
That's old Jimmy Norton's website.
Yeah, or JimGaffigan.com. They don't have to
People
go
have trouble with the spelling of your last name?
It's G-A-F-F as in Frank, I-G-A-N, and you can buy my CDs there.
Ooh.
Not that you need to, but if you love Opie and Anthony, I would go and buy them.
You guys want to do one more Sue Johansson clip?
Of course.
All right, the grandma from the Oxygen Channel. This is how this all started here. Let's listen to this one.
Out to Texas, we're going to talk to Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, question.
Yes, I was just wondering, what is too young for a child to start exploring their body?
Okay.
I have a 3-year-old that...
Well, can I offer my guess?
Here we go.
No, I'm serious. I say 6 days.
6 days.
Dee
Why ask?
Well, okay, when you're changing diapers, sometimes boys start playing with their wee-wee, so, like,
And if they don't, you
year.
show them how.
Yeah, no.
Why is
I
the question
say a year
always
they start
how
knowing
old they
the
should be?
sensation.
Why is it the question always how old they should be before they start exploring their body?
Yeah.
What about other people?
How about how old should they be before I finally break down?
Oh,
Yeah, do that thing for Dee Dee again.
the tongue thing?
Yeah, watch this.
It's like wiggles funny.
Jim, can you do that?
I wish I could.
You can't
I
do
wish
that,
I
huh?
could, but I can't. I can't do that. Do it again.
Look at it move.
She really gets excited.
No, I'm not excited. It's just
But you know it'd be good. You know
You
it'd
can
be
please
good.
the women and also be a red flag for a serial killer.
I don't know. He's going to do this thing with his tongue to the girl. Watch. Like a lizard.
Wait a minute, he's not doing that to a girl, he's doing that to a dead girl.
That's sad.
that she likes to, I guess you could call it masturbate.
Yeah, she likes to play with herself.
Right.
But she also likes, when she was much younger than that, she sucked her toes, didn't she?
Yes.
And she spent hours looking at her hands, and she sucked her thumb.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know, you don't realize it, but she was also playing with her genitals every chance she got.
Okay.
Little kids
How does this woman
start
know?
to pleasure.
Yeah, what did
Your
she...
daughter, when I would watch her, she would do all these crazy things. You know, they have the older lady so that they can get away with it. It's like it's not offensive if it's a grandma. If it's some old white lady, it's okay.
You know but if it was an old man, like this, first of all, a guy can't do this. A guy can't do this at all. But you might maybe get away with it if it's a real doctor in a coat and everything in an office with diplomas all over the walls. Maybe. But imagine an old man sitting there with a young girl calling up. Yeah, she touches herself, does she?
It's like, I'm sure when they do this show, they can never do any tight shots. They always have to show her whole body, so that there's no mystery that it's very medical. You know what I mean? It's
her hands are completely away from her, and
they're like, "Can you needlepoint while you answer some of these questions? We need to reinforce the grandma thing."
Oh, that's funny. Let's continue.
Little kids start to pleasure themselves, explore their bodies at a very early age. And you know what? It's okay.
Oh.
Nothing bad is going to happen.
Okay.
And don't stop her. Just let her go. You wouldn't stop her from sucking her toes, would you?
No.
No. So why would you stop her from touching her genitals?
Okay, I just didn't know if it was normal for...
Her brother's name is Toes. Could be a problem.
I think she should have said, you know, listen to me, because what do I know? I'm just some old lady on a TV show, and you're having me influence how you're raising your children? What is wrong with people?
That's pretty much
You know
it.
what I mean?
What she's saying is, you know, I'm just an old broad here.
Instead of asking a relative who might have raised children, why don't you ask that perfect stranger who has a show on Oxygen that 8 people
You're
watch?
just trotting around your house, flips this on, and goes, you know, I do have a question that I would like an answer to. My kid's over here in the corner playing with herself. I should just call up and maybe ask if this is okay.
I'd love to have a show like that, because the advice you give is, all right, what you got to do is you pinch her nose really hard and say, dirty, dirty, dirty.
Oh, God, Jimmy.
Put pepper on her fingers so it burns.
Yeah, Tabasco sauce. Real mental scars. Type of thing the kid's waking up when she's 22. I don't know why. Sweating and crying. Back to sleep.
Adding to the script, Jimmy.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was normal for
It's
that young.
very, very normal. Did you know that little girls 1 year of age, 2 years of age can masturbate very nicely.
Oh,
nicely.
I suspected. Boy, I like this lady. She's good for guilt.
It's like that. It's like she's also kind of like trying to just keep bringing it up. She's like, they masturbate when they're 2, when they're 1. You know what they do when they're 1.5? They masturbate. It's like you can say it, Grandma. You can say whatever you want. But if, like, you were on, like, a normal TV station, they're like, you couldn't even say masturbate. They'd be like, can you change it to Yahoo-y?
Yahoo-y. Children and masturbation in the same sentence on regular TV?
Oh,
you would never.
Dude, I got yelled at one time because my friend had a baby, and the kid was adorable. He was, like, probably, like, a year old. I'm like, wow, he's a cute kid. I'm like, is he jerk off yet? The guy's like, what? I'm like, is he jerk off it yet?
You asked that.
Yeah.
He asked that at the brisk.
Yeah. Is he going to have to take a couple of weeks off? Thanks for bailing me out of that bomb, Jim.
Jim's at a christening. Beautiful kid. Does it masturbate? Because I want to carry that image home with me tonight.
Do you reject his masturbation? I do reject
his What do you do with some of, like, his dirty diapers? Do you store them anywhere? Because I'd love to get my hands on some of the
going in the church. Masturbate, bait.
Okay. I don't know if you've ever babysat a little baby girl, and you put her in front of the TV, and she's watching Barney, let's say, and she straddles the arm of the sofa, and she's rocking back and forth watching Barney.
Okay.
And you look at this kid and you say, I don't believe it. She's getting off on Barney? Normal. Perfectly normal.
Okay.
Don't worry about her. She's fine. She's one healthy little gal.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're
did
welcome.
she go?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, she does that.
Yeah.
Is that her thing?
Yeah.
That's her thing.
I think the best advice, if you see that happening, you don't want the kid to feel self-conscious, just join them.
Oh, my God.
What? I'm giving out some advice.
I can't wait till Norton has a kid. It's going to be like, well, maybe we'll do that joke, but
yeah, perhaps I was a little out of
my conscience.
Believe me, that's why I don't want kids. I know half my act to go down the toilet. If I ever get married, I'll feel awful. I'm like domestic violence humor. Forget it.
Imagine Jimmy on stage after having kids. Hey, I have a 6-month-old now. A 6 month. Everyone starts applauding. But you got to talk about baby things.
Life-changing experience, folks.
Yeah. But you're like the Don Rickles of this generation, so you'll be able to separate it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. You better not have kids.
Just to keep my act fresh, I'll have to go home and hit it.
Jesus.
Kick it down the stairs a few times.
What do we have? A minute and a half left?
Yeah, that's the end of the show.
Do we know
music.
the improv number for Jim Gaffigan tonight through Sunday or tonight?
202.
That's good. That's a good start.
Right.
You know the area code of the area?
Good shot.
I got it here, I think. 202-296-7008 or 7008. 202-296-7008 for Jim Gaffigan.
I've never done it, but the Gaffigan's there tonight through Sunday. Very, very funny.
He's the Theater King. And Jim Norton, June 25th.
State Theater, Virginia.
Well, la-di-da.
State Theater.
Yeah, spelled T-R-E, means it's fancy.
Anything else you want to get off your chest there, Jim? Did we cover it all, you think?
I'm just honored. I'm thrilled that I've gotten...